The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Toto's Africa. Invariably, the two words used to answer the question, what is one of the best songs ever made? But how did a song about a love affair in and with Africa, written in the 80s by a band from Los Angeles who had never been, become one of the most celebrated songs of all time? This is the story, the origin, the resurgence of the once thought unworthy song, Toto's Africa. Before David Paich begins to compose Africa, he is first moved by what he is seeing on the television. Dreadful images of families and children living in horribly impoverished conditions air in UNICEF commercials, advocating charity and the need for help, not just in Africa, but all over the world.
Millions of children in over 100 countries dream that somewhere they'll find the help they need to walk again or to keep from going blind.
David, being compelled by this, immediately becomes inspired and rushes to his Yamaha CS80 keyboard. He says, I sat down and started playing, and the chorus just came out like magic. I remember after I'd sung I Bless the Rains Down in Africa, I just stopped and went, wait a minute, I might be a little talented, but I'm not that talented. God's using me for an instrument here. But wait, because David has more to add about his fascination with Africa than just UNICEF commercials. David's love affair with Africa started even further back. He continues, one of the reasons I was in a rock band was to see the world. As a kid, I'd always been fascinated by Africa. I loved movies about Dr. Livingstone and missionaries. I went to an all-boys Catholic school, and a lot of the teachers had done missionary work in Africa. They told me how they would bless the villagers, their Bibles, their books, their crops, and when it rained, they blessed the rain. That's where the hook line, I bless the rains down in Africa, came from. They said loneliness and celibacy were the hardest things about life out there. Some of them never made it into the priesthood because they needed companionship. So I wrote about a person flying in to meet a lonely missionary. It's a romanticized love story about Africa, based on how I'd always imagined it. The descriptions of its beautiful landscape came from what I'd read in National Geographic. Furthermore, David's song wasn't well received by the band, even jokingly suggesting David Paich hangs on to it for his solo album. Toto, as a band, has a bit of a side joke when it comes to the songs that didn't fit the mold. Anytime a song was suggested that maybe wouldn't make the cut, they would say to each other, save that for your solo album. Guitarist Steve Lukather had so little faith in the song that he had this to say about it. If this is a hit, I'll run naked down Hollywood writing about. I bless the rains down in Africa. Are you Jesus, Dave? Not only having reservations about the song, but even the music video too, which as we all know is touted as one of the greatest music videos ever created. Steve continues to say, then we made a video that was so full of cheese. They built this stage that looked like a pile of giant books and stood us on top of it. You could see me laughing. I hated videos and I hate the 80s for the mullet that I used to have and the clothes they put us in to make us look androgynous. We are not that band. On the cover of the single, I have a look on my face that says, I'm gonna kill you. And now I have to sit here and eat my words because Africa has become a standard, and I'm very proud of David for it. For whatever reason, the band allowed for Africa to be on their next album, and it was a hit. Columbia Records calls the band to tell them they're playing the song in discos and clubs. Africa started as a small cult hit and began to climb the charts. The band recalls looking at each other in amazement. Africa was and still is unstoppable. Sadly, even though he lost the bet, guitarist Steve Lukather didn't run naked down Hollywood Boulevard as he said he would. And as for David, the songwriter who felt a mystical presence giving him the song, who was convinced it was worth something, who dreamed as a child of going to Africa, finally got to perform there. David says, "We finally played Africa, performing in Cape Town and Johannesburg. I went on a safari through a game reserve. People had heard the song and asked, 'So when were you in Africa?' I admitted I'd never been there till now. They said, 'But you describe it so beautifully.' That just warms my heart." Once in a while, stories fall into our laps that remind us that it's okay to believe in things, have a little faith in yourself, and challenge others on what can and can't happen in this world, even if it's just a song.
But she hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's got me interpreted fright. The movie will reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped another along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say, "Hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. It's gonna take a while to turn me away from you. There's nothing that I haven't been or want to ever do. I've been surrounded down in Africa. It's gonna take some time to do the things we never had. Ooh, ooh.
across the UK, online and on DAB.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. Iain Lee here, Katherine Boyle there.
Hello.
Sam's answering your phone calls this evening. He's done I think he's done a full week with us, hasn't he? Unprecedented behaviour.
No, he hasn't.
He missed a night.
As usual.
What a bell cheese. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. Thank you everyone who took part in last night's show. Kath and I have decided to double down and put everything on black. So give us a call. You're all welcome to call us. You will cost you pennies, probably free. You'll speak to Sam, he'll call you straight back. There's no question, there's no topic, there's no nothing really. We're just going to sit here and talk utter nonsense. We may pose and throw out some silly questions. Perhaps you've got silly questions of your own that you would like to pose, or maybe you've got something a little bit more serious. We can do it all. This is the show, unlike any other radio show, where we can do pretty much whatever we want. And because it's late night, we can explore, some of the more metaphysical, surrealist, spiritual topics, or we can talk about, cheese. Whatever, that's pretty much summed it up, isn't it, Katherine?
I mean, cheese is good. There's no denying it.
There was a really funny sketch. Paul Whitehouse and Harry Enfield had a show a few years ago called Harry and Paul, or Paul and Harry. And they did a really funny sketch if the Beatles were around now, but they never progressed beyond a Hard Day's Night Beatles. So you've got a Hard Day's Night Beatles running around in 21st century London, and it's all, they're all in their suit. They're old men, but they're in their suits, and they do, don't they? And there's there's a brilliant bit where they go into a delicatessen, and John Lennon goes, well, the Beatles are bigger than cheeses. And their manager comes in and goes, oh, Lennon, what have you done now? It's so funny that we're bigger than cheeses. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Good evening, Angela!
Hi, Iain and Katherine. I'm just speaking up to say I wanted to say sorry about last night.
Well, what did you do last night? Did you kill? Did you kill again?
Yeah.
Angela killed again! Angela, if I told you once, I've told you 100 times. You mustn't kill people.
No.
Stop it! Naughty, Angela. Let this be the last time.
I'll be last time.
Okay.
I'll try not to kill him. I am deeply sorry.
What for?
I didn't mean to upset anyone.
Who did you?
Whoa, Angela, you didn't upset anyone. Don't worry about it.
Who did you upset?
I think I upset the listener that was talking to me. But
no, you didn't. That was Vinny, who's a fruitcake. So don't worry about her.
And then I upset you and Katherine, and I felt really guilty.
You didn't?
Whoa, Angela. You didn't upset anybody. So put that to one side. And you sent me a slightly confusing message on Facebook yesterday. But I know that you're going through a particularly tough time with a lot of unpleasant things kind of happening to family and friends and stuff. So don't you worry about us. Don't you worry about us. You look. How are you doing?
I'm at a crossroads.
But you're at a crossroads?
Yeah, we don't know what's... our landlord keeps sending stupid people around to see what they want to do with the block. And they won't give us any answers.
So just remind me, because have I got this right? Because I saw this at 2 o'clock in the morning before I went to bed.
Yeah.
You've had someone pass recently, and you've also got... You've got your brother or someone who's got cancer?
No, it was a friend of ours, but I classed him as a brother, if you know what I mean.
Okay, I know exactly what you mean. Yes.
Yeah. I just wanted to apologise to you, and I don't want to... It's not my style.
Well, listen, you have got absolutely nothing to apologise for at all, Angela. You are... Shh, come here. You're one of my favourite callers, but don't tell anybody I said that, all right? Don't tell nobody I said that.
Yeah, and the issue we've got, the landlord.
Yes.
I'll have to get onto my MP about it, won't I? The landlord sent the National Grid around a couple of weeks ago.
The whole National Grid?
Shouldn't they send a letter? Shouldn't the landlord send the letters first to say, well, if everyone stays in, we need to chat with you?
I don't know, because I'm living in rented accommodation for the first time in... for the first time in 15 years, and I don't know what the rules are. So people just walk into my bed.
Well, they're not allowed to just walk in. They're supposed to
not?
give you notice.
Well,
Well, you could be in the nuddy.
Well, I was asleep. Bloke woke me up when he walked in. And he went, I come to your roof. I went, yeah, sure, whatever. And I went back to sleep. I didn't. I pretended to be asleep. I wasn't going to get up as he wandered through my bedroom. Well, yes, I think they have to send a letter or a phone call to arrange a time and a time and a place and a date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I spent, because they keep this block so old, they don't know where they're going to go, blow it up.
Blow it up?
Yeah.
Well, blow what up? Your house?
The blocks, the flats we live in, because they're so old. They were.
Well, they would definitely. I don't know much about tenancy agreements and rights, but I'm pretty sure, and I'll go to Katherine in a minute because she's perhaps more of an expert. If they were going to blow up the block you live in, I'm pretty sure they'd have to give you a week's notice. Katherine, would I be right to say that?
I think more than a week's notice officially. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you need 8 or 9 days' notice that they were going to blow it up. They wouldn't do it with you in. It's unlikely. What have I got?
Vogue.
I got a bogey.
Mhm.
Hang on a minute.
Let me see.
Is it gone?
Yeah, clear.
Sorry,
YouTubers.
Sorry, YouTubers. A little bit of the old Snottingtons coming out of the nasal cavities. You think you've got problems, Angela? I've just been broadcasting for 22 minutes with snot.
Yeah, because I used to listen to you on LBG at 10 o'clock as well.
Listen, I wish you the best of luck.
And I love you.
Angela! Iain and Angela sitting in a tree. Bumming.
Excuse me. At least buy her a drink.
Pick a line between 2, 3, 4, and 5. Whichever one is, you've got to marry.
Oh, that's exactly how I chose.
Oh, hang on, I've turned the TV off. Hang on. I've turned the TV off. I've turned the
Does that mean I don't have to marry anyone?
No, which you're going to pick?
5.
Hang on a second, the computer's not... Right, you're going to pick 5. Okay. Stu?
Yo!
You've just won Catherine Boyle's hand in marriage, or you can use it for anything else you want.
Oh, stop it.
What?
Well, it's very, very kind, but my wife will want payment up front.
Sorry?
My wife will want payment up front.
Don't worry, my husband will also have something to say about it. We can work through the red tape.
Yeah, can I just say, by the way, Catherine, here's who you could have been married to.
Who could I have won?
Let's say hello to line 2. Hello, line 2.
Hello, Ian.
Could have been Nigel from Maidstone. It wasn't. It wasn't. Yeah, look what you could have won. Say hello to line 3.
Hello, line 3. Who's that?
Hello. Could have been Caddick. And say hello to line 4.
Missed out.
There we go.
Who was that?
Some bloke called Jerry. I don't know.
I'd have been happy with any of those choices.
Except for Stu, and that's who you've got. Stu, where are you going to take her on the honeymoon? And don't be vulgar.
I'll keep with the theme. A Toto concert.
Yay! Look at you!
So you're going to say Africa. But Toto concert's also good. It's also excellent.
Oh.
Let's save the money.
Waste, wouldn't it?
We'll save the money. We can spend it on something amazing.
Yeah, man. Well, like what?
Well, let me think. Have you got a hot tub?
A good solicitor for a quick divorce. No, listen. In true Jeremy Kyle style, Jeremy Kyle style, I'm going to marry him. All right. That's right. Anyway, Stu, you're live on Talk Radio, broadcasting to about a few thousand people. Pirate Radio's probably got more listeners. What have you got for us tonight?
Oh, mate, do you remember me from Tuesday when I rang in and bored you about Toto?
Oh, yeah. I'm glad you phoned back. This is the Toto expert, right? Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Who are Toto Kaweo?
I'm sorry?
Who are
Toto Kaweo?
Yes.
Nothing to do with Toto. I see that sometimes when I type in their name on Amazon. I've got no idea.
I thought that was a spin. I thought there was a spin-off group of Toto called Toto Kaweo.
Nope.
Okay.
That's official.
Are you sure, Stu?
Don't question my fiancé.
Oh, he's not your fiancé. You're actually married now.
Oh.
Your previous marriages are null and void, and you are now actually married.
Oh, okay.
I only rang in to talk Toto. I didn't expect to come out of this with a new wife.
Sam, could you put down on Stu Boyle? Just so we know his
Boyle.
Shoe
Sorry
Boyle.
about that. That's the downside of it.
She's a modern kind of girl, and you got to take her last name. So go on. Let's talk Toto. Let's do it.
Let's do it, man. What do you want to know?
Hang on a minute. Did I ask for people to call in with Toto information?
No, you asked for people to call about all sorts, but here's my husband.
But now but we'll have a word with him, because now he's asking what I want to know. I don't want to know anything. We just listened to a little documentary about Toto. I feel I've...
What did you ring in about, darling?
I rang in to talk about, it's just all this stuff about Toto, because whenever I talk about it at home, my wife rolls her eyes, because she thinks
that was
they're
then.
rubbish. Oh, well, yeah.
Don't mention her again to me, please.
I knew I should have left it a good 10 minutes before I called in.
He's already regretting being married to me. This is exactly how it happened.
Okay, if you had to sleep with a member of Toto, Stu, and Katherine gave you the thumbs up, which member of Toto would you sleep with?
The lady who sang along to English Eyes on the 1990 World Tour.
Is she actually a member of Toto?
She's a touring member, so that night, yes.
I'm going to go to Wikipedia, Stu. I'm going to go to Wikipedia.
You don't need Wikipedia, you got me.
I've got a feeling you're fudging it.
Me?
Toto. Right, I'm
going
to have a little look. Toto.
Jenny Douglas, her name was. There you go.
All right, mate, calm down. Right, I'm going to read out the members of Toto, right?
And afterwards you're going to be fair and read out the touring members?
No. Wikipedia, members and past members. Katherine?
Go on.
Past members.
Okay. I'm just looking at Jenny Douglas, and if this passes muster, fair play, she's fit.
Okay, right, but she's not part of the band. Well, I don't know. I'm going to read this list of members and past members, and you have to pick one of them to sleep with, if Katherine says it's okay. So, members, Steve Lukather, David Paich, Steve Porcaro, Joseph Williams. Any of them float in your boat?
Okay, now Google them individually and tell me which one's richest.
Whichever one wrote that and Rosanna.
Oh, sod it, I might as well out myself as gay on national radio. Go on then, Steve Lukather.
Thank you very much indeed, Stu.
I want a divorce.
That wasn't that hard. Wasn't that hard at all. Let's go to line one. Good evening, line one. Oh, no, hang on a second. I don't do it like that. I say, hello, Lisa.
Hi, Ian.
Hello, Lisa. Sorry, I don't know why I was doing the old line one line.
Hello.
But,
hello, Kath.
Hello, Lisa.
Oh, Lisa's a salt of the earth, isn't she?
You can tell.
Lisa is my people. You are my people, Lisa.
I'm a bit tiddly tonight.
Hey! Lisa, come on, girl. What you been doing? You got a bottle of wine at home on your own?
Well, yeah, I've got through the wine and I'm now to the Bailey, so...
Hey!
It's later than you think.
Lisa, you've got drunk on your own. Some people might think that's sad. We think that that's our listenership. You've called in. We love you. What have you got for us tonight?
I just wondered if you'd ever gone to a concert and felt really old.
That's a brilliant question.
Well, can I answer it for you?
Go on.
Ian only goes to see old men, so he's usually the youngest one in there.
It's true. Quite often, even as I approach 45, because I go and see like the Beach Boys and the Monkees and stuff like that, I am one of the youngest people there. It's incredible. I tell you one. Katherine, you have a think as well. But I tell you one, and it was the first day of filming for the 11 o'clock show. I remember it because I went in the grey suit that I used to wear, right? And it was at Wembley Arena, so I would have been 24, and I went with my girlfriend Tessa. It was my birthday present, and it was like the 15th row, and it was Hanson. And it was when Hanson first hit.
Oh, wow.
Big,
so they were children.
They were children.
Yeah,
they were children. and I'd never been to like a screaming current pop concert that was full of, it was Wembley Arena, it was full of 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old girls screaming, and there's me and my girl, I'm towering above them, and I was getting excited, Lisa, I was screaming, oh my God, I loved it. Why, have you been to one, Lisa?
Oh, yeah, I went to see McFly a couple of years ago.
Well done.
Oh, good for you.
I felt very old.
But it's quite freeing, isn't it? It's quite freeing.
I love the music. I didn't care.
No.
I thought I'm going to enjoy the music and enjoy the night, and that's it. You know.
Kath, you've not taken the girls to any concerts
Not
yet, have
yet,
you?
no.
Oh man, you should do it.
Whistles and everything. Lovely.
Oh, it's great.
There will come a time. I think at the they're just getting into the time when they're into bands.
Yeah.
They've not asked for. When I was a kid, every birthday there was a CD I wanted,
Yeah.
and I would always get even if it was just a Now or something.
Yeah.
I'd buy them without them asking. I'm trying to get them into someone. You know.
Music is different now. Music is not a physical thing. Music is, can I listen to that song on your phone? You know, that's what music is now. Music, you know, when I was a kid, Lisa, when you were a kid, you'd have to go upstairs to your bedroom to put a record on or put a tape on. All the whams. You'd have to go upstairs. But now you can be sat in the same room as everyone. Can I have your phone? I want to put the whams on. It's there, and it's less important, I think.
No, they've got a CD player in their bedroom.
Do they use it? Because the boys got CD players.
But usually plugging a microphone into it. It's all about them. They don't really care who's on.
You should. You should. I thoroughly recommend taking the girls to a concert that you like, because it's a real. It's a bit of a faff. I don't know with the boys, but it's a real. And if you kind of say to yourself, right, if we may have to leave half time because they get a bit tired or a bit bored, but if you kind of put that in place, buy cheap tickets. Honestly, the kids loved it. We used to take the big ear defenders. They don't wear them anymore now, but they loved it. The thrill of it. And it feels like for kids, mine are 6 and 8. It feels like a really grown-up thing to do. Really mature
it's lovely
thing.
Lovely taking children. I've taken my nieces and everything over the years, you know, to Backstreet Boys.
Lisa's everything. Now, here's the thing, Lisa. You're taking them to concerts like I do with my boys that you want to go to, aren't you?
Yeah, totally.
And that's what being a mum or being an auntie or an uncle or a dad is all about. And then I cannot wait, Lisa. I cannot wait. I'll be heartbroken, but I'll also be thrilled. For the first time the boys suggest the band that they want to see, and when I say, "Oh, great, I'll get a ticket for myself, shall I?" Can you wait for us outside? I can't wait.
No.
It'll be heartbreaking. It'll be weird. We're a few years off it yet. But when they say, actually, Dad, could you just take us there and meet us afterwards?
I remember my dad, when I was about 15, took me and about 4 or 5 friends. We hired a minibus, and my dad drove us all to Wembley to see Crowded House. Right? And he sat outside in the minibus and read his book. And I thought that was the nicest, kindest thing he'd ever done.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. Good old Dad.
Lisa, thank you for that. That's a great way to kick off the show. We'll see if we can get some more calls on that.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Ta-ta. If you're home alone at drunk and a bottle of wine and a bottle of Baileys, give us a call. She was good.
She was great, but it's made me think I haven't been to see any young people's bands ever.
Handsome.
I've always been into dad bands.
Yeah. I've always been into dad bands. I mean, I saw some indie band. I mean, the Man from Del Monte, an indie band. We used to go to that when I was 16. Pop, like, kind of, no.
I think my girls would like to see,
Beyonce.
Little Mix.
Yeah.
They'd love that.
Take them. See when they play. Beyonce I've been to, actually. I've been to a few Beyonce concerts. Jennifer Lopez, but she's not really kiddies.
I went to Take That. Everyone's about my age.
Bands you've been to when you felt really old, 03444991000. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
Late night conversation worth losing sleep over. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
03444991000 is the telephone number. Oh look, someone's having a go at Nick Abbott on Twitter and CCing me.
Don't do that.
Oh no, okay, oh no. Good evening, Graham.
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Graham.
Hi, Graham.
I've just been attacked by a bat. Let me just go back into the kitchen.
Are you sure it was a bat and not a vampire in disguise?
It was indeed a bat. Anyway.
Where are you calling us from? A Scooby-Doo cartoon?
Yeah.
I took my boys to a sex shop today.
What?
And
what's that got to do with Scooby-Doo?
Well, because we bought the Computer Exchange, CEX. It's pronounced sex. And it's pronounced sex. And I saw up there, we buy some cheap games, and I saw on the back, brilliant box set in the shape of the Mystery Machine, Scooby-Doo, 20 quid. I went, ooh, let's have a look at that. Let's have a look at that, Sunshine. We got it. And the boy got about, he had about 3 out of 10 DVD. I went, go on, we'll have that. 20 quid, Scooby-Doo box set. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
You know how to live.
Oh, hey, this thing, we went to see the new and, I'm going to write down the name of a character, Catherine. And I want you to say this character's name. Very famous character in popular culture. Who's that, please?
Han Solo.
Incorrect.
Han Solo.
Thank you very much indeed. Haan Solo. Haan Solo. Everybody, say it with me. Haan Solo. Haan Solo. Haan Solo. Alan, say it with us, Alan. Haan Solo. Haan Solo. Jerry, say it with us. Haan Solo. Sam, say it with us. Come on. Haan Solo. Catherine, Haan Solo.
By George, I think they've got it.
Yep, so that's how you got to pronounce it. We took the boys to see that. It was an all right film. Not great. Not one of the great ones. But
it's for kids, right?
Well, it is for kids, but there's a little bit too much romance in it.
Kissing.
There's a lot of kind of travelling from point A to point B. But it's good. It's a good film. It's not great. It's not as good as the Rebel Force One, Pilot One, Air Force Down. What's it called? We Three Kings.
Rogue One.
That's it. It's not as good as that. But it's
like an evening with my dad.
Oh, I know. Tell me about it.
Hey, an evening with your dad. Is he selling tickets? That sounds like. That sounds great.
There'd be a lot of swearing. It's not safe.
But it was good. We enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. We enjoyed it. Everyone says that Donald Glover steals the film. He doesn't. The bloke playing Han Solo steals the film. Han Solo. No, I tell you who steals it. Woody Harrelson steals it from Cheers.
Oh, I don't like Woody Harrelson.
Why? Because he looks like a thumb?
He looks like he needs a wash.
Yeah. That will. Okay.
He looks like
There's a phone in.
So
there's a phone in. Celebs who need a wash. Him, Johnny Depp, and
Liam Gallagher.
Yeah, and at times, do you remember when Brad Pitt was a bit scruffy as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was the 90s.
Yeah.
It was, without giving any spoilers, that was Brad Pitt in Deadpool, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah, it was.
Okay, right, no spoilers. Did you pick up on that?
Didn't they superimpose his face? It wasn't actually him, was it?
Yeah.
No, it was him.
Yeah.
What?
Ryan Reynolds.
Han Solo. Han Solo. It was him. It was him. I thought it was great because of that. But it was quite a good film. And then we went to. Here's the thing, Graham. I don't know if you've been listening. Have you been listening all this week?
Oh yeah.
What's the name of the cinema that's reduced its tickets?
View.
He's been listening. All right, can say.
Were you listening, Ian?
So
appear not.
So I went to the View. I went to the View Cinema in Maidenhead, right? And we went to the ticket machine, and it said, "Do you want to get premiere tickets?" And I went, "Yeah, flip it. I'll get premiere tickets because they're like £5."
Flip it. Wow, you're so
wrong. £5.80. So I got 3 premiere seat tickets, right?
Ooh,
and it came up as like 36 quid or something. I went, what? Flipping it. I was about to go and complain, and I turned around. Of course, there isn't a View Cinema in Maidenhead. It's an Odeon. So the View was in Staines. I'd driven to the wrong town. But then as we came out, we went through the shopping centre, and there was this like, oh, this is great, right? Because shopping centres and high streets are dying. There's loads of shops closed down, right? So where this big old shop had been and had closed down, Maidenhead Borough Council had opened it up and put in 5 table tennis tables, whiff-waff tables. Wow. And it just said big sign. And I walked past it. I thought, oh, okay, that looks like a bit of a con. But then I walked past it again and it said, ping pong, table tennis. Come in, pick up a bat, play. It's free. And so I said to the boys, you want to go and play a bit of whiff-waff? And we went in there and we had to wait a few minutes. But then we were playing table tennis for free. Now that's a genius idea. You can't make any money on it, but then you're not making any money on having an empty shop anyway. So they put in 5 table tennis tables and the bats and the balls. There was no one supervising it. And there were dads there with their kids. There were 2 homeless people there playing, and there were 4 fellas playing a game of doubles. It was brilliant. And
that's a great idea.
It is a brilliant idea. Put in free entertainment, kind of silly things you can do that don't require much supervision.
And that aren't worth nicking.
And that aren't worth nicking in the closed down shop. It's a brilliant idea. So we had a great afternoon. We did, Graham, playing Whiff Waff.
Whiff Waff.
Whiff Waff.
Where does Whiff Waff come from? Because I call it Whiff Waff.
I don't know what I call it. Whiff Waff because I'm a little bit of a tosser, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe that's the same with me. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think only tossers say it, Graham. So welcome to the club. Welcome to the club.
What do you call it?
Ping pong.
So she's well. Call it ping pong, do you? Well, racist.
Why?
Because ping pong is actually highly offensive to the Chinese.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Why? What does it mean in Chinese? Something really rude?
I can't even begin to tell you. It's
Lady Willy.
He told her ping pong tiddle-I-po is
shut up.
Is your Lady Willy. Hey, Graham, can I ask you a question?
What? Of course.
Have pigeons got dicks?
Well, I don't know.
All right, let me ask you a question, right? This is the question my boys asked me, and I started answering it and then realised I haven't got a clue. How do pigeons make... Please don't show me a picture of a pigeons, Willie, if that's what you're going to show me.
I thought that's what you wanted to see.
They said, how do birds make eggs that make babies?
What do you think they use? They're not just giving each other backies.
No, all right. Well, I have never seen a pigeon flying around with a big cock and balls. I've never seen it. You look at a pigeon, you see
they do just have holes.
You see their manky feet that have got bits missing, but you don't see their John Thomas flapping about, do you?
But they have to tuck it under like a plane's wheels.
Well, Graham, how would you... Says their landing gear. How would you... Graham, how would you answer that question then?
I would say they rub up against each other and magic happens.
There we go. What did you call in for, Graham, you terrible human being?
Well, first thing is that the same shirt as you had on TVAM this morning?
Well, first of all, it's called Good Morning Britain, so up yours. And secondly,
that's the one.
Secondly, yes.
Of course it is. He's such a scruff bag.
I'm not a scruff bag. It's the same day. It's the same day.
It's the nice bit of chest that you're showing there, Iain.
It's the same chest from this morning.
For those who don't know, I was on Good Morning Britain this morning, and I was doing it from... It was a real thrill, actually. I was doing it from Britain's Got Talent, a show that I've never watched until this week. Never watched it, because I don't like those audition shows, but I've been really enjoying it. And I got to meet the soldiers from the war, the girl singers from the war. I got to meet the wind your body around and slam it all. I got to meet him. I got to meet Tim, who was singing with his son Jack, and I got to meet a few other people. It was really nice. But here's the thing I've noticed whilst watching it is Simon Cowell sits there holding a fan that looks like a phone and has his shirt unbuttoned to his navel. So, for a laugh, I did 4 hits, right, 4 appearances, and each time the shirt got a little bit more unbuttoned. And I was waving my phone around my face. And... the Fawawi, Graham, the Fawawi. On Twitter, I was called a pervert. I was told I was scruffy. I was told I was disrespectful. I was told that I shouldn't be allowed on TV.
You were told they could see your nipples.
I was called a C. And but this is how thick, right, people are. Why is his shirt not done up? And then there's a story.
Remember, it's dangerously open.
What's
dangerous about it?
This is the thing, right? This is the thing. Here we go. In the Mirror Online, Iain Lee flashes his torso with dangerously open shirt in bizarre outfit choice on Good Morning Britain. The presenter showed off his bare chest in a saucy shirt. It's a shirt from Marks and Spencer's. Whoa!
Those filth peddlers.
During an 8 a.m. segment on the show, presenter Iain Lee showed off his chest and a bit of stomach as he got it all out in a dangerously low-cut shirt on Good Morning Britain.
Low cut. It's buttons, mate. That's the secret.
Now I can't see the rest of this. Anyway.
It's like it was slashed to the waist.
It's outrageous. And I'm thinking, Because I wasn't going to do it, because I thought, I was thinking, how can I liven this up a bit and make it a bit me? I can unbutton the shirt. Oh, no, that's a bit obvious. But I was with the and I can't remember the name, the D-Day landings or something. I don't know what they're called, but they were lovely.
They're not called the D-Day landings,
No,
for God's sake.
Can't remember the call. They're really lovely, and we were really getting on really well. And what they're all, the girl I had to talk to was significantly shorter than me. So for one of the links, I did it kneeling down.
I was going to say she'd have your face in her
Yeah,
nipples.
I was kneeling down. But I said to them, what is it with Simon Cowell not doing his shirt up? Do you think maybe I should do the link with the shirt open? And they kind of egged me on. So the joke was obvious, but no one got it, Graham. I've been branded a pervert. I'm worse than Rolf Harris now because of that.
It was hilarious. It was so funny. It was as if your nipple was going to suddenly jump out and poke somebody's eye out, or the chest hair was going to start strangling someone.
I think it was dangerous,
Like the
Graham.
Triffids.
I think it was dangerous because it was just so horny. But also these women, these wonderful women, right? They're all in their sort of 20s. They're young women, and they were dressed up in army uniforms, and they sing songs from like Vera Lynn and stuff like that. And they're great, really, really good act actually.
Yeah.
And so and they're obviously in their 20s. So first question to them, so what did you do in the war? Right? And they said, well, no, we weren't in the war. I said, oh, right, sorry, no, okay. All right, obviously a joke. Some bloke tweeted, Ian Lee just asked them if they were in the war. This guy can't even do maths. They wouldn't have been born in World War II.
Oh, he wins £5. He wins £5 and a book token.
It's incredible, Graham. These are the idiots I'm broadcasting to.
Stupid. There should be some kind of IQ test before you can log on to Twitter.
Yes.
Can you imagine how nice Twitter would be?
Oh, it'd be bliss, wouldn't it?
Man, wouldn't it?
So,
yes.
One more thing.
Yes.
I had a dream, right?
Yeah.
You're going to like this.
Oh.
So, it's a new TV show for you.
Okay.
So, picture this. You go to people's houses.
Yes.
You have a lovely co-host with you.
Yeah.
She's got lovely, lovely blonde hair, very beautiful, beautiful. It's Anthea Turner. You go into people's houses and you look at the house and you tell them how to make their house beautiful, how to wash their windows. What do you think?
This is Ian.
Yeah.
Ian, are you going to break it to him?
No, what would you call it, Graham?
Ian Lee and Anthea clean houses.
Thanks very much for calling. What a weirdo.
Clean houses.
Ian Lee and Anthea Turner go to people's houses and tell them how to clean their windows.
You're like the new Kim and Aggie.
Alan, Jerry, Carlo, John, stay there, come to the bit. This is Talk Radio.
It's electric, it's eclectic, it's always rule-free. It's the late-night alternative with that man, Ian Lee. On Talk Radio.
Let's go to Jerry. Good evening, Jerry.
Hello.
Hello, Jerry.
Sorry, missed out on Kath. Gutted.
No, really, I'm more trouble than I'm worth.
No, you're not. You're the best.
She's not the best, mate. She's not the best.
She is.
She's
In
not.
my opinion.
Your opinion counts for nothing, mate. Because she's not.
Sorry about last night. I cut myself up. When I cut myself up, I pressed the secrecy button.
Oh, this was yesterday. You are the best, Katherine.
It's too late now.
No, I'm just saying that because I felt bad. I don't actually. I don't mean it. I don't mean it.
Hurtful.
I don't mean it. Kath said she was going to buy us posh pizzas tonight, Jerry.
Yeah.
And she bought us cheap pizzas.
Turns out.
And it's giving me rotten guts.
So
nice.
So it's karma who's getting me back.
It's not that much karma in my stomach or my pants.
No, but I'm eating the pizza again out of your jacks.
I've had 2 meals today, and I had both of them.
Did you? What did you have?
Chips, fish and chips, because it's Friday. Always get frigging fish and chips.
Yeah.
There's the fish ever seen the water. It's like, across the warehouse floor. And just tangled up in there. Had some cake at tea time. And the air in there.
I think you could put a fish. You could put a fish in a remote control fish tank, couldn't you, and drive it around?
What, a dead fish?
No, a live fish, so that it could see the world.
Oh, I get you now.
A bit.
The headlights.
Where would you put the headlights?
I'd put it in the headlights. Probably off the phone, you. But watch the headlights. Watch the lights and watch the headlights and you go, a fish tank in the headlights.
Mate, don't get angry just because I've come up with an invention that's better than anything you've done. I'm going to show you a picture that's going to blow your mind, right? And I'll show you on YouTube in a second, right? Okay, it is the biggest goldfish you've ever seen, right? It's a potentially record-breaking goldfish. You ready?
Yes.
You ready, Katherine?
Go on.
I'll show it to you in a second, YouTubers. There you go.
Wow!
Ready, YouTubers? Are you ready, YouTubers? Here you go. There it is. A record-breaking goldfish.
That's not a goldfish, that's something dipped in paint.
Lawrence Clark hooked the 8 pounds 5-inch goldfish at a fish farm in Newdigate in Surrey. It's 14 inches long. His catch, a type of goldfish, must be verified by the British Record Fish Committee. So there you go. That's it. There you go.
It's a big one, Jerry. You just have to believe us.
It's a big old goldfish.
Yeah, I think it was. Is Caddick on the line?
No. Yeah, he is actually.
I think Caddick country the other day went Wolverhampton races.
Yeah. Caddick, have you seen this big goldfish?
Yeah, I can't believe the headline. Return to A&E at 41%.
Hey?
What? Hello? Return to A&E at 41%.
It's on the same page as a big fish.
You better check.
He's right! Return to A&E up 41%. NHS Brits are still sick. Well, thanks for that, Alan.
There's in Wolverhampton when Wolverhampton races, didn't see.
Yeah.
You're looking out for him. Were you at the Wolverhampton races, Caddick?
No, not at Wolverhampton.
That's why you didn't see him, Jerry.
Yeah, one place was...
But last time I was at Aintree.
Aintree. Nice.
Isn't it? It's a horse race this weekend, isn't it?
Yeah, the Derby.
Yeah, the Epsom Derby.
Yeah, and I've got a good feeling about Saxon Warrior.
Well, are you going to go out with it?
No, he's a favourite.
What, for you to go out on a date with?
No, I've got a good feeling I'm going to win.
Here's the thing. We should ban horse racing, Alan. It's cruel.
Only on the jumps.
Well,
they fall on the flat as well, Alan.
Yeah.
They've got bigger injuries on the flat when they fall on the flat.
They've big injuries on the flat, Alan.
Well, I've seen a YouTube video of an at the race presenter stop a horse.
Yeah, mad. She was stupid. Very much stupid.
She was really brave to get in front of a horse to stop it.
I'm going to be honest, I can't understand either of them now.
Someone got in front of a horse to stop it and they were very brave.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't...
stupid.
Stupid. I just think we should... Come on, Alan, we should ban horse racing, shouldn't we?
Right, that's not what I wanted to talk about. I want to give you the results for tonight's Britain's Got Talent.
Oh yeah, go on, quick, you got 30 seconds.
Well, Mickey B, the musical comedian that won the public vote.
No, what, the guy with the guitar?
Yes.
You're joking! I tell you, hang on a minute, I tell you who it should have been, right? The Vietnamese acrobats should... Is it recorded news? It's going to be a little bit late. But the Vietnamese acrobat should have won. The woman who ate spaghetti and sang opera and did contortionism.
Put her legs overhead.
She should have come second, and that's it. Is there a third one? Do they have a third place?
But the wild card.
Okay, so go on. What happened?
The Japanese guys.
Vietnamase.
It was a split decision by the judges, and they got second in the public vote.
The split decision.
I saw a split decision.
Yeah. So who? Oh, and third place was going to be the magician, wasn't it?
Yeah, Monday.
So where did the opera singing contortionist get?
She was sent home.
Oh, Prince Philip would have loved her.
The fact that something so silly, it's performance art. It was Andy Kaufman. The fact that something like that was on prime time ITV on a Friday night, I thought, do you know what? There is a glimmer of hope.
If you wanted something silly, you should have seen last night with Marty Potts.
Yep, again, didn't get any of that. 0344 499 1000, the late night alternative on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Can everyone tweet at Daft Limmy and call him a chicken? He's in town. He's near here. And he messaged me privately and said, what are you doing tonight? I'm in London. I said, I'm doing the radio show. You'd be welcome to pop in. He went, nah, I'll stay in the hotel and watch The World at War. So just send him abuse for being an absolute chicken. John and Jackie stay there. We'll go to Carlo first. Good evening, Carlo.
Hello, mate. How you doing, buddy?
Very, very well, Carlo. What have you got for us at 5 minutes past 11 on a Friday night, sir?
Mate, to be honest, a little bit nervous, mate. First time caller and stuff. Obviously, listened to you for a long time, to be fair.
Well done. You've made the right choice.
Back at the Triple M days, you know.
There we go. Classic days. Classic Lee.
Yeah, nice, mate. How's it going? What's going on?
I'll tell you what's going on, actually, mate. And I'm glad you've called, because I need to speak. Yeah. Catherine's not here. I need some man advice.
Yeah.
Man action is needed. Okay. Right, so, do you ever get, your like beard and stuff, your face?
Right. Yep.
Do you ever get like a trapped hair where it goes instead of growing out, it grows under the skin and it kind of swells up a bit?
Yeah, I'm Sicilian, so I'm quite hairy, mate.
Yeah,
so
you get it a lot.
I get these problems.
Now, normally I kind of get them on my neck, and I can see them in a mirror. And what I do, this probably isn't the right way to deal with it, but I get a safety pin, and you can sort of see the hair through the skin, and I just put it underneath the hair, and I kind of pop it out.
Right, yeah.
There's a bit of blood if I have to go deep, but you pop it out, and then you either shave, next time you shave, or you pull it out with a pair of tweezers. Right. Well, I've got one it's right on my Adam's apple, so it's low down, right? So I can't really...
Be careful with that, yeah. Be careful with that.
Well, first of all, I thought it was a spot, so I went to squeeze it, and it flipping hurt, and it wasn't popping at any point. So I thought, right, it's not a spot, this is a trapped hair. So today I was going at it with a safety pin, but I can't really see it because it's on my Adam's apple. I can't see the hair or anything. So I don't know what to do, and it's sore, and it looks bright red, and it looks silly, and I don't know what to do, Carlo. I knew you were the right person to ask about this, being a Sicilian hairy man.
To be honest, I think a little bit of foundation.
I don't want to cover it. I want to get rid of it.
You need to cover it a little bit. You want to get rid of it?
I want to get rid of it.
You've got to go deep, mate. You've got to go deep. You've got to get it out.
Yeah.
You just got to go through the blood. And
but I can't see where Katherine, if I gave you a safety pin...
No, I'm not gouging. I'm not gouging around a tracheotomy area.
No.
Why don't you have like a hot compress on it, open up the pores?
Hot compress, Jesus, what a knob. What a knobber. All you've got to do, listen, and we've got these lights, so it's bright lights here, right?
Yeah.
All we've got to do, Katherine, is find a safety pin. I go back, look, we've got these lights here. Here we go, this is it, right? So we've got these bright lights. Oh, they're bright, look at it. Right, so you can see it perfectly. I go here, you can see it now, can't you?
And I go at your throat with a pin?
Yes. Have you got a safety pin?
No.
Right, I have.
Oh, no, Ian, I don't want to do it.
I'll tell you what, I've had to pluck a few hairs from the missus before, you know.
From where?
From the throat.
From the throat?
Your missus got a hairy throat?
She's got a couple that grows out.
Do you know what? The rogue hair is a thing.
Yeah, man. It just pops out of like nowhere.
Yeah, and you don't see it until it's wafting away, and it's about 2 inches long, and you think, when did that sprout?
There's often times where we're driving to like an occasion, like round my sisters or something, and they'll just be like, Katherine will see the rogue, you know?
Yeah.
So what? Katherine, you're his sister.
Is your wife called Katherine?
No, my missus called Katherine, yeah.
Right. Why did I say sister, and what's going on? Why is my head shrinking?
I don't know.
Ian, you know what I wanted to ask you?
Yeah.
Was I'm a mechanic from like Central Surrey and that.
Beautiful.
I wanted to know your lineup of cars that you had from like as a young lad up until now. What was the progression? What did you drive first?
The first one was a rip-off, and it was a Ford. I don't know what it was. It was a Ford Fiesta. First one was a Ford Fiesta that just broke down as a rip-off, and I got rid of it because I had a stalker. I had it for a couple of years, and I had a stalker, and they slashed the tyres, and I got so pissed off with it. Yeah. So I just got rid of it. I thought, I've had enough.
Sorry. Yeah.
That's right. After that, it was a Volkswagen Polo. Then after that, no, sorry, excuse, I beg your pardon.
Went German.
I went German. After that, it was so the first one was a Ford Fiesta, then it was a Volkswagen Golf, then it was a Volkswagen Golf, then it was a Volkswagen Golf, then it was an Audi A3. Oh, bit of telly money came in!
Yes, mate.
And then it was a Nissan Micra, because TV work had stopped and I couldn't afford the payments on the Audi, so I had to sell it.
Happy days.
Then it was
if you need a trade MOT, mate, you're welcome down my place anytime.
Wait a minute, MOT's only like 40 quid, aren't they?
Yeah, but you get a family rate, so.
Well, how much is that?
25.
So hang on, I've got to drive all the way to Surrey to save 15 quid, which I'd probably spend in petrol.
But I'll give you a coffee, mate. I'll give you a coffee and give you a bit of free Wi-Fi.
Oh my God, he knows how to sell a deal.
Free Wi-Fi, you say? Carlo, I'm interested, buddy.
Here we go.
What's the name of your garage, Carlo?
SS Motors in Weybridge. We're a Mercedes specialist. We repair and restore old vintage Mercedes from the 60s upwards. So.
All right. Well, if I ever get a Mercedes, I'm not going to, but I appreciate the offer, man. Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Cheers. Bye bye. What a nice guy.
Corsa.
Yeah.
Micra.
Yeah.
Jazz.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a low point. I got so bullied in that.
Yeah.
It was light blue as well, so it's proper granny wagon.
Yeah.
Fiat 500L,
Oh.
which was great. Glass roof. Slow though.
Yeah.
The Mini, and I've got to say the Mini is the best.
I went after the Clio. I went back to Polos.
Yeah.
Polos. Come and do this.
No, I'm not doing it.
We've got to do. It won't hurt.
It won't hurt me.
Yeah, do it on the YouTube so the kids can see it.
They like that stuff, don't they?
Come here, you dirty buggers. Can you look? Can they see my throat?
I don't think I can see a hair.
You said you could see it earlier.
Oh God, you've been gouging.
No. Go on.
No, I'm not doing it.
Oh, Kath, come on!
No.
Sam, come on!
It's not
come on!
It's not bright enough.
What do you mean it's not bright enough? We got bloody look!
There's a lot of shadow going on.
You can open it up! You open it! Come and do it! I'm in pain! I would lance a boil. This is a euphemism.
You bloody wouldn't.
Didn't mean it like that! Didn't mean it like that.
Neck.
Please.
No.
I'll give you £10.
I've told you before, no.
Catherine, I will give you £20. I am in pain, and I was humiliated on live television today. Come and have a proper look and have a little feel. Come and have a look and have a feel.
No!
Come and have a look and have a feel. You're my best mate.
Well, I know, but I'm not a nurse.
Come on.
No.
Just come and have a look at it, please. Please have a look at it.
Can you do your shirt up? Because that is dangerously open.
I'll do the shirt up. But my flies, I'm afraid, are medically broken. There we go.
They are and all, aren't they?
Got it. You can adjust the light.
I don't want to do this.
You go on.
This is out of my remit. I can't even see it. I can't even see it, Ian. I mean, if I just stick this in you and go, there you go, will you be happy?
You got to fish around.
How do we make this end?
Get the hair out.
It's not there.
You said you could see it earlier, Catherine.
I think you scratched it off.
So you were either lying then or you're lying now.
I think you scratched it off. It's not there, look.
You're such a you're a. Can we go to the break because I wish to tell Catherine exactly what I think of her. And
Closing time conversation for tax inspectors, taxi drivers, and taxidermists. Great big talk for the wee small hours.
You've been trolling me big time, mate.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
So we're trying to find out how to get an ingrowing hair out of my. It's right on my Adam's apple, right?
Oh.
And Catherine, my mate wouldn't gouge me.
Look at this. A YouTube tutorial how to.
Well, I know how to. He's got a pin and he's going to pull it out. It's gouged. It's a gouge. You hook it and then you hook it and it comes out. I know. I've done it loads of times. What part of their body is that?
I don't know.
That's all you've got to do, Catherine, is gouge and hook and pull, and she wouldn't do it. And then someone suggested, you get some bread and milk and put that on it. Why are you showing me this? This is like pornography. When I've taken a bath. That's it. Look how long it'll be. Go on. He's going to get it. We're watching a video of someone getting a trapped hair, doing what I asked Catherine to do.
It's all gone all funny.
And she wouldn't do it because it turns out that actually she's not my mate.
That's disgusting.
Here you go. He's got it. He's got it. Beautiful.
I'd
hook it underneath. Look at that pus.
That is disgusting.
There you go. Hook it. There you go. Got it. Now.
Oh man.
You couldn't do that.
That's horrible.
You couldn't do that for me. I would gladly make you pustulate if you if you wanted me to do.
What's the black bit? Just a scalp?
That's the black bit's the hair.
Is it?
That's the hair. You watch, it'll unravel, and it'll be quite long. Unravel.
Unravel. Oh, man alive, that's disgusting.
It's life, mate. It's bodies. It's the last great taboo. Everything else has been covered. Everything else has been covered. Good evening, Jackie!
Good evening, Iain!
Jackie is a posh scouser.
I'm not a posh scouser, I'm a real ice.
She's a real ice.
I'm a real ice lad, okay, like?
Okay, like Katherine's watching a film of something that she won't do to her best
I'm just watching
mate.
you on YouTube. I just...
See how long that is?
I don't want to admit this, but I've had one as well on my throat.
Oh.
Big black hair.
Yeah.
And I just kept plucking it. It's now gone.
What do you mean? Yeah, but it wasn't ingrowing. It was just.
No. Well, it's been there for years, and then all of a sudden it's just gone.
Wow.
Right, but I wasn't phoning in for that. But this has been so interesting. It was just had me glued.
It's the last great taboo. We've got mental health, sexual proclivities,
and straight hairs.
Everything else has been talked about. And
my partner George has one on the corner of his lip. Right in the corner of his lip, and he sits there constantly with a pair of tweezers.
Yeah, trying to pull it out.
And I just watch him and go, what are you doing? He said, I've got a hair in my lip. And he'll just sit there, and he makes it sore.
Yeah, sore lips.
So it must
Kath's looking at it. You want to get in there?
No, I don't.
You want to get in there now?
No.
You've seen that video on how to do it.
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
No, don't go there,
Jackie.
I'll get blamed for it.
You won't get blamed. Jackie, you shut up. I will sign a waiver. I don't want to do it.
Write
me a waiver, Katherine, that you're happy with, and I'll sign it.
I don't want to.
Sam, do it. I'm your boss.
Kath, I can't see what a safety pin's going to do.
No, I want to get tweezers on it.
No, right. I have done this 100 times. The video you just saw did it with a safety pin. What the safety pin does, Jackie, and I don't mean to have a go at you, something I'm very passionate about.
Go on. I'd like to know.
So the hair is growing underneath the skin, okay? Instead of popping out the skin, it's growing underneath the skin, okay? So the safety pin breaks the skin, and you can just hook, there's none of the hair is on the surface, so you just hook a little bit of the hair out, then you get the tweezers, then you can pull it out. That's it.
Okay, right, I might try that with George then. That's a good idea.
Well, hang on, is it growing underneath the skin?
Well, I don't really know, because I don't really take that much notice of him when he's doing it.
Or at all. He sounds like a right pudding.
Yeah, he is.
Well,
right, the reason I phoned in...
Yes, Jackie.
Right, that goldfish.
Yes.
Right, the goldfish.
In the tank, remote-controlled tank? No, the giant goldfish.
Yeah, the giant goldfish. Yeah. Years ago, I rescued from a friend's tank 2 ghost carps, because my boyfriend's a fisherman, and he used to be a bailiff on a fishery in Mould, in Wales, and we put the 2... They outgrew my tank, but I had a really large goldfish. Yeah. So we put the goldfish and the 2 carp in his fishery.
Yeah.
And the goldfish is still there.
Oh.
And it's still being caught. So I need to get down there now and see how big that goldfish is, because I think I can break that record.
Really? You think your goldfish is going to be bigger than 14 inches? I'm scratching my nuts, sorry. Itchy nut.
I haven't got that bit on YouTube yet.
No, because someone's just tweeted, right?
Yeah.
Lou has just tweeted, Iain, you have just started shaving your undercarriage. Wait till you get an ingrowing hair down there. It's a nightmare for woman. I ended up in A&E. Kath, I don't want to go to hospital, and I don't. You don't want me to go to hospital because the NHS is struggling. So do you want?
At least it'd be quiet if you went to hospital.
Do you want a child who is sick to die because I'm taking up a hospital bed, or do you want to just stick a safety pin into a little spot on my throat and have a little root around? I will sign a waiver.
Kath, go for the safety pin.
Oh God.
Jackie.
Go for it.
Where's
go
the
for
pin?
it, Kath.
Here we go.
Can you carry on talking to people then, because I don't think they want.
All right, turn the lights on. Here we go.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah, go on.
Of course you do. No, right, let's get all these lights on. You've turned them off. Let's get all...
the big lights on.
Oh, come on then. I'm waiting for this.
Yeah, you're going to wait for it.
Disgusting.
You're going to love it. You are going to love it. There's the safety pin.
It's horrible.
Yeah, I can attack my boyfriend tomorrow now.
Make sure the light is shining. You can use the light of your phone as well. You got it?
Oh God.
Don't go in too deep, because that will actually kill me.
Stop talking.
All right, then. You're going to do it. You stood in the way of the light.
I'm fine.
All right. I can't
Stop
keep
talking,
talking. I can't keep talking to people then if
All
you're
right,
telling me to
just-
stop.
Well, stop talking, because when you do that, your Adam's apple wibbles about. Oh, I don't want to do this.
Go on, Kath. We're all behind you.
Oh, actually, I think I might be able to see it.
Ah.
I can't do it.
Do it. You're doing it. You're doing it.
Ugh.
Oh, love it.
It's my throat.
I know, but that was my inner monologue popping out. Ugh, this is horrible. Stop doing the special breathing. Oh, this is horrible.
If you can watch this on YouTube.
I'm watching it.
Don't want to do it.
Go on, you're in now.
Bearing in mind you put on YouTube that it was a live sex show.
What? Just a second, dear listener. What a contrast from last night, huh? Anyway, carry on.
From goldfish to
I'm stretching.
ingrowing hairs.
Stop talking. No, I can't see it.
Oh.
I'm just making a big hole. I can't see it. But I scraped some skin off. Oh,
Is that it?
I don't think I can get it.
You can get it. Go in sideways.
Yeah!
Go in sideways. Go on.
This is horrible.
Go on, Kath.
The noises.
It hurts. I'm being a very brave soldier. Don't push down on my throat. She just pushed down on my throat with her thumb.
Stop it. Stop moving.
What if I do that?
Can't find it.
It's not the first time a lady said that to me.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. What was that? No, I'm just making it bigger.
You're not.
Alright, Sodger, I can't find it.
Well.
Was that very unsatisfying?
Yeah, it was unsatisfying.
Good, it was unsatisfying for me as well.
Well,
Well done,
to be honest,
Kath.
Jackie, I blame you.
No, that's brilliant, Kath. Well done.
She didn't do anything.
I couldn't find it. I think he's making it up for attention.
I know, probably.
All right, okay. Well, thanks for calling, Jackie.
Okay, good night.
Up yours. I was being a very brave soldier there, guys. Very brave soldier.
No, you weren't. As I got in closer, I could hear him going.
Let's go
Turn
to
the radio up.
Oh,
Turn it up.
Turn it up. Turn the radio up.
Oh, you can still hear you.
Sorry?
Who are you?
My name is Iain Lee, sir. Hello. What's your name?
Dude, you know it is.
So?
It's Jonathan, Ian. You remember, we've got history.
Jonathan, not in the mood tonight, but thanks for calling.
No.
Yeah. Yes. yes. Good evening, Katherine.
Hi.
Oh, it's Katherine with the hairy neck.
Thanks, yeah.
Outrageous.
It's Carlo's girl, Mrs. She's the one that's got a hairy neck, and he plucks her.
Yeah. Well, it happened. Well, it started. I had
Hang on a second. Can I ask you? Is this Carlo doing like a little girl's voice? Is this your?
No. He didn't tell me he was going to say about my neck.
Okay, we can go back in time and dump that bit, and it will never get broadcast.
No, it's fine. Don't worry. I'll share it to help you.
Go on.
Right. So it started off what I thought was a zit. So every girl does exfoliate and moisturiser, but it didn't really go.
Are you drunk?
And then I realised there was something there. Yeah. So I kept moisturising it, and then one day I got the tweezers out.
Yeah.
Tweezers, you see.
Yeah, it's all about the tweezers.
It certainly is. He's messing about with pins.
Katherine,
I gave it a little squeeze.
Catherine's my
and it came up to the service.
Yes.
And then Carlo plucked it. So he went to my throat with the tweezers, dug it a bit, and plucked it out.
Now, did Carlo, did he pluck you hard?
It was a little hard, to get it out, but yeah.
And how often do you get a hard plucking from your husband?
Well, as long as you keep the area clean, it doesn't really come back too much.
So childish. But the thing is, I've tried to squeeze this one, and it
No,
just...
don't squeeze it. That's the worst thing.
Well, you said that you squeezed it and it brought it to the surface.
No, after I exfoliate it.
All right. So I should exfoliate.
Yeah, exfoliate it and bring it up to the surface.
This is what I said to
with
you.
rubbing.
I said you've got to go in a nice hot shower, maybe put a hot flannel against it so you open the pores,
Hang on a
right?
minute,
Yeah,
hang on a
you've
minute.
got to open the pore.
Yeah, hang on a second, though, Catherine. That's not exfoliation.
No, but you do all that stuff.
Exfoliation rubs it.
Thank you. Right, Catherine said... right, it's two Catherines, it's annoying. Right, so the Lady Catherine on the phone said exfoliate, and Dunce Catherine in the studio went, that's what I said. Put hot water on.
You
That's
exfoliate in the shower.
Yeah, but you exfoliate with an...
hot.
Exfoliant is when you get, like, sand. That's what the traditional exfoliant is. That's a traditional exfoliant, thank you. It's what the Romans used
But
to
you're
use.
not going to exfoliate outside the shower. You've got to be in the shower to exfoliate.
But she
You've
did,
got to wash it off.
Catherine didn't say exfoliate.
But I think you need to open your pores up as well.
Catherine said exfoliate, and Catherine said that's what I said, but that's not what you said.
That's what Catherine said.
Catherine said it, not Catherine.
That's what I said.
So, exfoliate in the shower, bring it to the surface, and get in there with some tweezers.
Okay. Catherine?
Yes.
Not you, the other one. Catherine?
Yes.
No. Good Catherine?
Yes.
No! Lady Catherine on the phone.
Oh, I'm a lady.
Well, we should get the test results back at the weekend. Are you free next week? Are you free Monday to Friday next week at 10 o'clock?
I'm free Fridays.
Because I'm looking for a new producer, and it would be so much
No, you're
easier.
not. You're looking for someone to operate on you.
It would be so much easier if they had the same name as my current producer, because I'm not very good with names.
I'm sorry, but Catherine's got a soft spot for me in my heart, so she's my fave.
We stick together.
Catherine, have you got a soft spot for her in her heart?
Totally.
In my heart.
Okay. So who's got the soft spot?
We've both got soft spots.
And where is it?
Hearts.
Okay. Haan Solo. Haan Solo. Thank you, Catherine. Bye.
Bye.
No, not you.
Bye.
You're staying. That one.
Oh, bye.
Oh, no, that one. Thank you, Catherine. You're a good sport. 0344.
I know.
499 1000. Evening, Jonathan.
I'm back again.
Not a chance. Let's go to Sally. Good evening, Sally.
Hello.
Sally, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Would you stick a safety pin into a spot on my Adam's apple to get a hair out?
Yeah, of course.
There we go, you see. There we go.
Easy to see when you're miles away.
Well, my ex, right, when I met him, he had this mole on the side of his face.
Yeah. That
And
was
after
letting in water, letting in water. Do you remember that? It's a good song, that.
And anyway, a couple of months later, I was sat there next to him.
Dun.
And the mole looked odd, right?
Oh, God.
And there was this hair poking out of it.
Yeah.
So I took a scalpel to it.
She's batshit crazy! She scalpelled him! Oh my God, there's a psychopath on Oh God! Yes.
And what happened? Did loads of little spiders come out?
No, but about 3 foot of hair came out.
Oh!
Yeah.
I've had an inch come out.
No, there was no, very funny.
No, I'm not joking. I have.
Yeah, there was about 2 or 3 foot of curled hair.
Wow. And did some
In his
teeth
face.
and like a little baby embryo come out.
It's his twin.
But that's life, Sally, and no one tells us about these things.
Oh, the smell too.
Oh, was it?
Oh,
I
God.
bet it was rank.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, get it sorted. I'll do it. I'll whip it out.
All right, I'll pop round after the show tonight, and you can whip it out for me, because my best mate he can't be bothered to do it.
I couldn't see it. I was
All right,
rooting
then.
around in there. There was nothing there.
No, get a scalpel to it, be fine.
Right, I'm not coming round, Sally. You're not. Thank you very much for calling. Very,
Cut out the
very,
middleman, get a big knife.
very, very weird vibe this evening. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
Neon lit night talk for torch singers, trolley dollies, and train wrecks like me. Never know just where the conversation will take you.
What I'm going to say sounds ridiculous.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Here's what's going to happen tonight when I get home to my lonely bed on my own, is I'm going to spend an hour in front of the bathroom mirror. Can I tell you a story that I don't think I've ever told before? When you take lots of cocaine, one of the psychoses associated with cocaine is that you think that things are under your skin. And people, you quite often see, I mean, these are like heavy cocaine users, not your casual ones. They're heavy cocaine. You quite often see them scratching. And they'll be scratching and looking at their arms and stuff. And a lot of scratching and looking at their arms and just keep looking at their arms. And it's because often people think there are things under their skin. And generally they think they're bugs under their skin. Occasionally people will think they're microchips under their skin. It's that kind of stuff. Now, I used to do a lot of cocaine. I haven't done cocaine for a while. I haven't done it for a while. And I do get hairs under my skin, get trapped on my face. And this is a horrible story. This is not a fun story at all. This is a terrible story. And one night, my girlfriend was upstairs asleep, and I was doing a lot of drugs. It was very, very high. And it started off fun, playing Rainbow Six and getting into it, and then basically watching porn all night. And I became convinced that it's there. I can feel it because there's still a little groove in my thing. I became convinced that there was a hair, an ingrowing hair, just there, guys, just above sort of the right cheek, the top of the sort of beard line there. So I got some tweezers, and I was pulling it out, and I couldn't find it. So I got a safety pin, and I was kind of scraping and pulling and scraping and pulling. And basically, and this is really unpleasant, I gouged about an inch-long gash in my face, and it was really deep. It was really, really deep. And I did it that side, and I did it on the other side. It's horrible. I mean, it was a massive gash, 2 massive gashes, and there was blood pouring out of it. And the next day, my girlfriend woke up, she went, what have you done, man? I said, there was something under my skin. I was convinced it was there. Convinced if I just go a little bit deeper, I'll get it out. And I couldn't get it out because it wasn't there. Obviously, it was nuts. And I kept going back to it every now and then, but it left me with these huge, massive scars on my face. And when I got clean, and this was years ago. This was 14, 15 years ago. And then when I got clean, and this is amazing. This happened. So I had these big sort of brown marks on my face from this pulling, and there were smaller ones, but these 2 big ones. They were horrible, really horrible. And I was in the queue in the post office in Muswell Hill, and a woman tapped me on the shoulder. So I'm really sorry to those marks on your face. I think I can get rid of them for you. I said, all right. She said, yeah. I run like a skin treatment centre, and we do a treatment. It will take about 6 to 8 treatments, and I think we can pretty much get rid of that. And I was like, all right, fine. And I was just starting to get clean and was starting to, look after myself and eat. And I got my hair cut proper, all this stuff. I went, all right. I went along for this treatment. It was really expensive. It was probably 6 or 8 sessions. I want to say it was like 300 quid a session. Something like that. But it worked. You can see now. You can see on the right one, I still get a little spot there that every now and then I have to squeeze because it just gets a bit of a build-up of pus. And there's a slight scar. If you get close to me, there's a slight scar on the little groove on the right. But that's it. But it was basically a skin peel every other week. You would go. Oh, it was so painful. So painful. They would basically scrape the skin off your face. It was on Lamb's Conduit Street, I think it was. Scrape the skin off your face, and then they would zap it. You had to sit there for about 20 minutes with this laser, slowly moving over your face, just zapping the face, and then they'd rub this cream on. Flip it! It was agony, and it would. I remember I went and met someone for lunch afterwards, after one of the sessions, and she said, "Iain, your face has just started bleeding because the skin had come off." And it was so painful. And it was so intense, but it worked, and I'm so glad I did it. Because it's a lot of shame around that. You know, your what do they call it? War wounds. It's kind of like, you know, your battle scars is what it was, and they got rid of them pretty much. I can still see it now, and it still breaks my heart that I did that to my beautiful baby face. So what I'm saying is, guys, if you take drugs, make sure you're wearing like boxing gloves or mittens or something where you can't attack your face. Or don't have any sharp implements around that you could use to gouge your skin with. Or don't have any mirrors.
There's another one.
I don't know what you want me to say.
Or don't do drugs, kids.
All right, Mum. That is good advice, actually. But it was horrendous. Oh, it's horrendous. What a silly pudding. 0344 499 1000. Let's go to John. Evening, John.
Evening, Ian, Kath.
Hello, John.
Hello. This show is flying along tonight.
Isn't it? Hey, it's a real difference from last night, but we're having a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, you're right. I did like the accordion music last night, the version of Africa.
It was good, that, wasn't it? Yeah, I like that. The thing about the accordion, right, everyone sneers at the accordion, but enough hard instrument to play. It's a tough instrument to play. I don't know, because you've got the side that's like a piano keyboard. And then you've got to do the timing of the breathe, because you breathe in and out, makes different notes. But then I don't know, the side that's like little black dots.
The buttons.
The buttons. I don't know. What are they? Are they chords? What are they?
They're chords.
Well, the one, there's one with an indentation on, and that's a C chord.
Oh.
So you've got to work your way, like, from that, and that's on the second row.
Right.
You know, I'm just a beginner, like, so I don't really play it much. I've tried, and I can knock a few tunes out, like, you know, but obviously if you've got that C chord to start from, you know, you can get a few.
That's kind of where you root yourself, like with the piano keyboard, you root yourself with the middle C, and then you kind of work from there. I'd love to be able. I had a beautiful accordion once that my old man found on the local dump in Slough. He came back with an accordion, and I had it for years, and I got rid of it about 20 years ago, probably. Stunning bit of kit. I'd love to be able to play it. I'd love to. Or even a little squeeze box.
Well, I've got a squeeze box. You can have it.
Mama's got a squeeze box she wears on her chest, and when
I got all right on it, and then I got fed up with it.
Yeah, they're a tough old thing. Well, they're a tough old thing. Anyway, John, what you got for us?
Well, I was going to ring you about the feeling old at a concert.
Do who what?
Feeling old at a concert.
Feeling old at a concert, yes.
I went to see the Killers.
Wowzers. Okay.
Wowzers. What do you think of them? Are you going to say they're rubbish, are you?
No, I think they're all right. Did they do Mr. Brightside? Yeah. I like that song.
That's
I like that. I think they're all right.
They were really good at Live 8.
Yeah, not my cup of tea, but the kind of the hits I could tap along to. I could imagine myself.
I like their tunes, you know.
Yeah.
And I went along with my daughter to see them at in Newcastle at the arena, and like I prefer to sit when I go to concerts.
Yeah, oh God, me too.
I struggle really to stand like for more than 2 hours, you know. But anyway, we could only get seats on the ground, so I said if we get in early, we can like stand around the outside somewhere and lean against whatever.
Yeah, lean against.
So that's what we're doing. And during the concert, I seen people throwing what I thought were the glasses of beer, you know.
Yeah.
So I said to my daughter for a lap, I says, "Well, will I throw mine?"
What?
And she said, "Oh no, didn't do that." And I says, "Well, why?" She says, "Well, that's not really the drink what they're throwing."
Oh.
You know, but I seen like a lot of carry-ons going on.
It was bottle. It was they were weeing into their glass.
Aye, exactly. Aye, that's what they were doing.
Dirty boys.
But obviously, I never realised. I was just willing to throw my half a pint of lager.
Could have been worse. They could have been, doing the other.
Oh my God.
I suppose. Aye.
Yeah, I suppose. Oh, good for you for going to see it. But I like going to concerts. But you're right. When I was a young man, John, I wanted to be up the front, slam dancing and getting into it. And I would get there early, and I'd sit through all the crappy support bands because I was at the front. But now I don't care if I'm sat at the back. I want to sit down. And do you know what? I might leave halfway through if I'm feeling a bit tired. I don't mind now.
Well, if you're happy and you've seen enough, that's good, isn't it?
You feel like you got your money's worth. Yeah, it's like when I take the kids, and I was saying to Kath, when I take the kids, I know there's probably a good chance we might have to leave halfway through. They've sat through most of them, but some of them, the Beach Boys was quite long, and at the interval, the youngest was asleep, and 3 songs into the second act, the eldest was asleep, and I stayed around for a couple of more, and I thought, I'm not going to be able to carry 2 sleeping boys. Let's wake one up. But it's, it's...
Well, of course, you've heard all of their music, so it's for you,
There we go. Hey, John, nice one, mate. Thank you very much for that. 0344 499 1000. Good evening, Lee.
Good evening.
Good evening, Lee. What you got for us tonight?
I was wondering what he was doing on the camera earlier on.
Sorry?
I was seeing you on YouTube. I was wondering what he was doing.
Well, I was asking my best friend to perform a minor surgical procedure on me, and she refused to. I've got an ingrowing hair on my Adam's apple, and Catherine refused to do the matey thing and remove it.
Lee, you gave me a safety pin and instructions to gouge. Now, I don't get paid enough for this.
I thought you was attacking him. That's what I thought.
No, not this time.
So how are you anyway, Ian?
I'm all right. I've had a great day. I got 2 hours sleep last night after the show, then went to Good Morning Britain, and it was a thrill because I was out of the studio and got to meet some of the Britain's Got Talent acts. It's not really been my kind of thing in the past, but they were all such lovely people. I mean, really lovely people enjoying. They're an exciting period of their lives and enjoying it, loving it.
He's gone proper softly because we used to watch it. If we ever watched it, we'd laugh and take the mickey out of people. But now he's like, oh, they're really nice cats.
No, they were lovely. Honestly, they were absolutely those. I wish I could remember the name of the singing group. The girls that sang songs.
D-Day Darlings or something.
The D-Day Darlings. Oh, they were so lovely, and they were thrilled. And Tim, who was singing with his lad Jack. And the boy couldn't come because of like TV rules and stuff. But Tim was like over the moon, and he said, I don't care if nothing happens. It'd be nice to do an album with him, but if the boy goes off and gets a career on his own off the back of this, then that's my job done. I thought, what a great dad. What a great day. So I did that, got home, got a couple of hours sleep, took the boys to see Haan Solo, then we played Whiff Waff. Then I came to do the best late night phone-in show in Great Britain.
Yeah. It is the best show that you do. I do like the show.
Thank you very much.
I mean, I suffer with tinnitus. Do you know what that is?
I do know what that is, and I have it a little bit. If I'm in a quiet room and I remember I have tinnitus, then it's annoying, and it's like, why did I think of that? How bad's yours, man? What's it like?
Mine's really bad.
Yeah.
Stop from going to sleep and put it that way.
Really? Do you have one of those like sound machines or have the radio on or something?
I did have a sound machine, but I threw it. Threw it away.
Wasn't working?
No. But I do have the radio on sometimes.
Yeah, it's
Whoa!
Super duper.
Sorry, I was going to play. I'll wait till Lee goes because I don't want to trigger him off. But I'll play what tinnitus sounds like. Because those who don't have it don't know what it's like. Is it the same in both ears for you, Lee? Because mine's different in different ears.
Both ears.
Yeah, it's the same noise because one of mine is quite high and the other one's quite low. And I've got it because for years and years and years I've been doing this job and I have the headphones whacked up super loud. And I was, the BBC, they would limit the headphones. They would put a limiter on it so it couldn't go above a certain volume. And I could never hear it, so I would always break the limiter or bring in my own headphones so I could have it super loud. And, of course, it's giving me tinnitus like an idiot. But, what are you going to do?
So I just want to say, thanks and all that, because you do take your mind off it.
Oh, well, hey, listen, man, I really appreciate that, Lee. Thank you very much. Don't listen for the next 2 minutes, because I'm going to play what it sounds like, and it'll really put your mind on it. So,
all right.
So thank you, mate. Cheers for that.
Thank you.
Ta-ta. So this is what tinnitus sounds like. Here we go. Hang on. Hang on.
Oh.
So that's the high one. I don't get that. I've got the high one. I get that. It's not as loud as that. Now, for me, they're nowhere near as loud as that. So there's all different kinds. But it's there. And it's that thing of, if you think of it. Did I do the 22 break? I didn't. Oh, no. Sorry, mate. I'm miles away. If I think of it, then it's there. So I'll think of it tonight. But there's nothing you can do for it. I've seen on YouTube there's loads of cures for it. There's no cure for it. The cure is to meditate and learn not to think about it. That's it. It's crazy. Paul, Andy, Alistair, stay there. We'll come to you in a bit. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
Whispering lunar incantations for cross-parents, cross-dressers.
Did you know this about me?
And cross-rail workers.
Steel and polycarbonate.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I've got a very poor internet connection.
On Talk Radio.
The Thingy Bob's still tweeting us, texting us.
Oh.
Yeah. He's not coming on, though. Good evening, Andy.
Hi, Ian.
Hello, Andy. What you got for us tonight?
I was phoning up, basically, I don't know if you'd be able to help me. It's a bit of social advice I'm looking for. I'm in hospital at the minute. I've been in for 2 weeks, and I'm probably going to be in for the foreseeable future.
You're in where, did you say? Borstal?
Hospital.
I thought, no, okay, fine. Because we're talking of tinnitus, I'm not hearing properly. Yes, you're in hospital, yes.
Hi. I'm going to be here for a while longer, but everything's all right, you know that. And like my family have been coming up to visit me and my pals and stuff, which is fine. But I'm in this weird situation now where all the crap people are coming to visit me.
Oh, mate! Oh, brother, I feel your pain, yeah.
I know, that's the thing, until I saw people that say work and all that. Like, I wouldn't go for a drink with them, but they just show up.
And
they know where I am.
And the worst thing is...
know where I am.
And the worst thing is you can't say, oh, well, I better go and do something else now.
Oh, that's exactly. My mum's calling, I've got to go home for my tea.
I know a few ones that have actually tried to give me advance warning, going, all right, we've got the ward now, you know, we'll be up the night, and I'm going, oh, well, actually, I'm only allowed 2 visitors at a time, and, you know, my man and my sisters are coming up, and they're going, oh, well, we've got room for plenty, and they come up, and then my man and sister get chucked out, who I like, and I'm sitting there with these, you know, bams.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. As if things weren't bad enough. Well, what advice would you like from us, Andy?
Well, basically, I want them to stop coming, but I don't want to be rude, because I know it's the heart's in the right place and that, but I don't want it to be at the end of a Twilight Zone where it goes, you know, Andrew McBurney didn't want to know the company, but now today he gets his own wish in the Twilight Zone, and I look about and there's nobody anywhere. So I can't think of a right way to do it. Do you know what I mean?
Can you not get the doctor to
put you in a coma?
Write a note saying that you mustn't be bored at any point, otherwise you.
Well, that means that there's 2 extra boring bits, isn't it? Because they don't think they're boring.
Of course, boring people never do they?
Well, the only thing you can do is get a good friend to spread the word that actually you're too tired or you're too ill and you need complete rest and silence, and you can't take any more visitors. You need a good friend to spread the word to the bad friends, but then and make sure that the good friends still sneak into the hospital to see you without being spotted by the bad friends.
That's really good, actually. That sounds doable.
All right, well, let us know how it goes, Andy.
Oh, okay, thanks very much.
Thank you, mate.
God, that would be your idea of hell, wouldn't it? Because you can't get up and leave. You can't say, I've got stuff to do.
Oh, I'd love to be in hospital. Get me some books. Get me a little DVD player.
Yeah, no, but people coming to see you and you can't leave.
I wouldn't like that. We've had some good calls tonight. Evening, Alistair.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm all right. What you got for us?
I was just ringing in to say hello, really.
Okay, hello.
And hi, Kath.
Hiya.
Hi, Ian. And to say, I have been watching the shows this week, and I think they've been absolutely tremendous.
It's been a good old week this week. It's been honest. I would say the last 3 weeks, apart from one show that was a bit dud, the last 3 weeks has been some of the best stuff we've done, Katherine. Some of the best stuff you've done. Honestly, you've been, and I'll say this now, you've played a blinder the last 3 weeks. You've been funny, you've been sharp, you've been incisive, you've been on top of your... Hey! Oh, are we allowed to say what's happening when I go on holiday?
Yeah, go on.
Right, here's what's happening, Alistair. I've gone nuts, right? And I've booked...
I saw you tweet you going to NYC.
I'm going to New York City to see the Monkees, and I'm going to go out I'm flying out on a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and coming back on a Tuesday. So that's 4 nights I'm not going to be here. Hey, guess who's going to be hosting the show when I'm not here?
Kath.
Yeah!
This guy!
Catherine's hosting the show. She can do it. The boss has said she can do it on her own, or she can choose a co-host. So at long last, and well done everyone, because I know that a lot of you tweeted the boss and did that little poll, but at long last, I've been trying to get this to happen pretty much since we got here. Katherine is my stand-in presenter! Yes! So, I mean, it's going to be slightly ropey radio, but...
But it'll be a familiar voice.
It's going to be brilliant, and I can never listen when I'm away, but I'll listen back to it. I'll listen to it. I'm thrilled for it. I'm so thrilled. It's going to be brilliant.
Well, thank you for everyone who kind of backed me up on that. It was very touching.
Don't thank them until they've decided whether or not they're going to phone in on those nights.
Oh yeah, please. I mean, now that's where you've got to help me out, because I can't sit and talk to myself.
Alice, listen, stay there. We've got to go to the news. We'll come back to you after this. 03444991000 is the phone number. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
0344 499 1000. That was Gaelic. Yes, Alistair!
Hello?
Hello, yes?
Alistair here.
Yes, we know. Hence me saying your name as just before you spoke, yes.
Anyway, so
Yes.
I've had a letter from the alcohol team.
Oh, yeah.
Ian.
Yes.
Because I've not been engaging. I've been a bad boy.
Yes.
And so they're saying they're going to close my case.
Uh-oh. Well, that's
okay. And then, justifiably, and then they very helpfully rang me to say, look, we're just checking, do you want to come off our list? So I said no, and I've got a target now. I'm going to try and make Wednesday's group next week.
There we go. Good.
As a first start.
Yeah.
But I was wanting to ask a personal question. You don't have to answer it if you don't want to.
Okay, let's see what it is.
When you were dealing with your demons, Ian, before, did you relapse or not? Or did you manage to kind of stick with the programme?
What, when I first started...
Yeah.
It took me 16 months after going to my first meeting to get clean and stay clean. 16 months.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I didn't
Right.
get, some people get their first meeting. I'd hear loads of people say they go to their first meeting and they never pick up again. And I know personally people that have been going to meetings for about 10, 12, 15 years and, only have periods of sobriety.
Yeah.
The trick that I learned was to not think, I've got to stay sober until Wednesday. All I've got to do tonight is get home to bed and put my head on the pillow, and then tomorrow I can renegotiate with myself as to whether I want to take drugs or drink tomorrow. But I'm not going to worry about tomorrow until I get there. All I've got to do tonight is get home, get to bed, and then in the morning. I would generally wake up and go, right, do I want to... No, I don't want to. Or if I can get to bed tonight without picking up, then I'll renegotiate again tomorrow. That's what you've got to do, is a day at a time. You start thinking if I start thinking too far ahead, everything swirls out of control and I go nuts. If I think, right, let me indulge in a slightly dangerous thought for a second. If I think, oh my God, I'm never going to take drugs again for the rest of my life, I'd go nuts because I'm never going to take drugs again. But I love to. I'm never going to do it again. That would kill me. That would break my heart. But I don't think like that. I just think, right, I'm not going to take drugs today. I can do that. I can do it. I can do that. I can't not take drugs for the next 30 years, but I can not take drugs today, if you see what I mean.
Yes, yeah.
That's all I've got to think. All I've got to worry about. And then over a period of time, the days add up.
Well, that's right. I managed to do it before. I'm sure I can do it again. And
of course you can.
More positive about it now.
And also, if a day is too long, then you do it an hour at a time. You go, right, it's 12 o'clock now. All I've got to do is stay sober until 1 o'clock, and then I'll have another little think about it. Or if an hour's too long, I've done it recently. After a little wobble, I did it recently where I was having a really tough day, and I broke it down into 3 minutes. It's like, right. All I've got to do is stay clean for the next 3 minutes, and then I'll see what I'm feeling. And you got to the end of the 3 minutes, go, oh God, I made it. Right, okay, let's do the same again. I've just got to stay clean for the next 3 minutes. And, those 3 minutes add up into half an hour, and then it becomes an hour, and then it's bedtime,
That's great advice. Thank you, mate.
Well, it's not advice. I'm just sharing what worked for me. Something different may work for you, Alistair. But I wish you the best of luck. Well done, fella. 0344 499 1000. Good evening, Duncan.
Hey,
Duncan.
I come to you 2 nights ago with the solution to the world's energy crisis.
Oh, that was Perpetual Motion.
Yeah, that was it.
Which was a tap.
It was took on it.
A tap in the bottom of the sea.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah. How's that going?
It's slow. It's slow.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that, man, because I'm not a scientist. I don't know if that would work or not. But I'm a human being, and I love your enthusiasm.
No, yeah. Well, it's nothing more, is it? Really?
Yeah. Anyway, what invention you got for us tonight?
Well, even better.
Here we
right?
go. Here we go.
How could it be?
Less science.
Less science than the previous one. Wow.
Yeah,
Flipping
more
it.
business.
Oh, less
More
science, more
business.
business. Go on then.
It's more. You got to have no ethics involved.
Oh, ethics are so last
And
year.
Right. Oh, brilliant. What we'll have is right.
What we'll have, yes.
A load of pigeons in science laboratory lab.
Science laboratory lab.
They all get taught to eat cigarette butts. Pretty good, yeah.
So far, so good. So far, it's the great stuff. If I was in the Dragon's Den, I would now be leaning forward to take to.
If I was Deborah Meaden, I'd be flicking my nails.
There we go. All right, yeah. Go on.
Oh, thank you.
So the pigeons have been taught in a laboratory lab to eat cigarette butts.
Pigeons, so they teach each other. They teach each other. Yeah.
They teach each other.
Yeah. So we get all of them. We get them all addicted to cigarette butts. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we release them to the general population of pigeons, and they teach the other pigeons to eat the cigarette butts because there's a lot of cigarette butt litter.
Yeah.
There's too many pigeons. So the pigeons eat the cigarettes, they clean it up, and the pigeons die. There's not as much pigeons.
Okay. Well, then you're going to have a
lot of dead pigeons.
Surfeit of
Surfeit, yes.
Surfeit of dead pigeons, and then the cigarette butts.
So secondary business, dead pigeon cleanup crew.
What are you going to get? You're going to teach like goats to eat pigeons?
Hang on, no.
No,
Spider,
what about
fly,
Iain?
bird. What cat?
Cat. You're going to teach cats?
No. The people who work for the council, they know where pigeons usually go to die.
Yeah.
We get them on our squad, and we clean them up. Yeah.
You know, Duncan, you share the same name as me, and I was very keen on this because I hate cigarette butts and I hate pigeons. They're bastards.
Yeah, Galloway.
Yeah.
No, it's Duncan Bannatyne. But I just don't.
Is it a no?
It just doesn't add up for me, and for that reason, I'm out.
I'm out. Is it?
I love animals. I have my own camping shops, and I know about caravans, and they are a pain, especially around your washing. But
yes,
I don't know whether the councils are going to be able to afford to do it, and so for that reason,
No, but
it's
that's
not
it.
for me. I'm sorry, if you let me
They
finish.
sublet it.
If you let me finish,
That's right.
I'm out. But maybe
Oh,
Peter Jones would be. Peter Jones might do it.
He's very tall. He could reach the
Peter, what about you? This sounds like it's right up your street.
You would think, but unfortunately, I can't do that. Unfortunately, I already have a business.
Steady on with the language.
Peter Jones always does a stupid pun, so it'd be something like, birds of a feather usually flock together, but in this instance, I'm afraid I'm out.
Sorry, Duncan. We're going to have to let you go. A, because your invention is mental, and two, because you dropped an F-bomb.
But it's made
Well
me,
done, Peter. Nice to have you on board,
Beautiful.
by the way.
It's made me realise we've gone full circle. We started out talking about pigeon penises,
Yeah.
and now we're talking about dead pigeons.
I love Peter Jones has already got, he's involved in the pigeon cigarette butt business. Conflict
of interest.
0344 499 1000. Simon, you'll be next, and after that, the switchboard will be free. So why don't you give us a call now? The late night alternative with Iain Lee and Katherine Boyle on Talk Radio.
Dead of night discourse for disco queens,
I'm related to Jedward and Dolly Parton.
dairy farmers,
Aye.
and distant fathers.
Yeah, well.
The late night alternative with Iain Lee
Doing lots of things that we don't know about, we can't control.
on Talk Radio.
Yes, great.
If you listen to the start of the show, Nigel from Maidstone was on very briefly, and Katherine just asked, what happened to Nigel? We didn't go back to him. Well, apparently he had to go off and have his tea.
Oh.
So that's why.
It better be beans and sausages.
Simon!
Hello?
Simon's driving in his car, that is why the line is shit.
I'm not. I'm stopped.
Oh, yeah. Is your engine still going, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, classic cabbie manoeuvre.
Classic Simon action!
I'm too lazy to switch off and then on again.
There we go. Good lad. Why the hell not? What you got for us, Big Si?
Well, I've got an observation now. It's a little bit, I don't know, a little bit strange, really. It's a bit strange thing to ring up a radio show to discuss, but hey ho, everything goes.
Yes.
I've got an objection to the modern day cannabis.
Okay, go on. I think I know where you might be going with this. Go on.
Well, right. So when I was younger, which would be going back for about 25 years, I suppose.
Yes.
So when I was a recreational naughty boy.
Yeah.
I used to really, really love the smell,
Yep.
the aroma, the flavour.
Yep.
It was divine.
Yep, it was.
All I get now, everywhere I go,
Yep.
and it seems to me that, it's quite a lot of places, is this repugnant, pungent, rubber, burnt rubber stench.
The smell of it, here's the thing. You can smell it on people when it's in their pocket. Even if they haven't smoked it, you can smell it on people in their pocket. There's a toker who works here. I'm not going to say who. Most of you probably know. He doesn't really hide it. But if you get in the lift, even half an hour after he's been in the lift, you can smell it.
If you sit near his bag, you can smell it.
You can smell it. And which first of all is nuts, because of course when we were holding weed, Simon, you'd wrap it up in cling film and shove it in your sock or put it in your shoe or, because you didn't want anyone to know. If you got stopped and searched, you didn't want anyone to know. But now people can just smell it on you.
Yeah. But why? Why does it smell that bad?
Because it's stronger.
Is it skunk? Is that what it is?
Well, it's a different, because I had skunk again back in the day. It was always skunk towards the end. And skunk smells a lot worse than normal weed, but even this is like another level. I don't want to, I nearly use the phrase super skunk, but that's kind of like a made up Daily Mail thing. I don't know if you could actually go to a dealer and go, I'd really like some super skunk, please.
You go, you mean mega skunk?
But that's why it's called skunk, because it stinks. It stinks. But yeah, this is like a really, but the worst one was hash, man. Hash when you're skinning up a hash joint. Oh God, and that often was mixed with rubber. Jeez.
Oh, I now know how prevalent the usage is. Not that I think that that's necessarily a bad thing, but because I can smell it everywhere I go. It comes in my car vents.
Yeah.
And the guy got in the car last night. He said, "I'll have to excuse me. I've been having a bit of a smoke." He said, "I'll probably smell a bit." And boy, did he smell!
And it's not.
But it never used to be like that.
It's not a nice smell, and you're right. It's
very heady, isn't it?
Yeah, the basic weed smell. It's a really nice smell. It's a really nice kind of sort of not fruity. I don't know.
Grassy.
Yeah, it's a nice smell, but this is an unpleasant stink.
Yeah, it is. So I just want to make it known that we know what you're doing if you do it, and you bloody reek.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Someone I know who uses it quite a lot, I noticed recently, does not smell of it so much anymore.
Well, he started smoking a vape.
Vape.
Yeah.
And it's like a liquid.
Yeah, well, we've had that argument already. And I'm not going
no,
back
but what I'm
down
saying
that
is
road.
you can't smell it anymore. So at least when we were kids, if we'd been up to anything, your parents could smell it, right? You see kids walking down the street now, tugging on those flipping robo sausages, and you would not be able to smell it on them.
You call it a robot dick? Sucking on a robot dick. That's how Katherine describes vaping, sucking on a robot dick. That was how she described it the other day. Well, and they want this woman to sit in for me when I'm away?
Well, listen, I didn't say it on air, did I? I said a robot, and then I changed it to sausage.
I'm going back to fags now.
There we go. I think we should all go back to fags. Simon, thank you very much indeed. Let's go to Gareth. Good evening, Gareth.
Hello.
Hello, Gareth.
How you doing, mate?
I'm all right, thank you, mate. Yeah.
I know you don't like that question.
Aye.
Thank you very much, first of all, for your companionship over the last 5 days. My wife has been away with the 3 kids up north, and I've been all on my own, and I thought it was going to be a period that I'd really enjoy.
Yeah.
But I haven't enjoyed it at all.
No, it's that's you kind of think, oh, freedom.
The first 3 hours are fun.
Yeah, but then it's lonely, isn't it?
You're right. The first couple of hours were great. I did everything that I would have done when the kids aren't here. I promised to give you a call because I wouldn't wake up the kids and stuff. So this is the final day. So this is what I'm doing.
But then also, within 10 minutes of everyone coming back, you go, oh, bloody hell. Oh, guys.
Win.
No, you can't win.
It's been quite lonely. So I've experienced. I know you did a really beautiful piece about loneliness. So I've experienced that little bit of loneliness this week without the constant confusion of having lots of people to look after and provide for. It's been very odd.
Yeah.
I found myself trying to fill my time with things.
So what did you do?
On my own.
What were you doing? Were you playing video games? Were you reading? Were you watching film? What did you do?
Well, I've been to work. I haven't had a day off during the whole period.
Right.
I've just finished playing GTA 5, which is excellent.
Yeah, great.
And I've not really been doing much, to be honest with you. I've been watching a lot of Bullseye.
Oh, you filthy devil.
I know.
Yeah, is that a euphemism? Or have you gone on Pornhub and typed in Bullseye? Have you actually been watching Jim Bowen?
That's exactly what I've been doing, and it sounds like that's an excuse.
Yeah, yeah.
Like she's just come into the room. So what are you doing? Oh, I'm watching Bullseye. But, I have been watching a lot of Bullseye, which is super, smashing and great. But
have a look at where you could have come. Now.
Oh, come on.
Come on. No, there's no need for that.
I'll count it out during the break.
Robo sausages, I'm interested in as well. I want to get one of those in the morning.
Keep out the black and in the red. Nothing in this game for two in a bed. There we go. You see.
Did you ever see Carol Scott Lee, who was Grot Bags?
Yeah. Oh, she did at least do.
On Bullseye.
No,
on Bullseye.
I didn't see her on Bullseye. No.
Oh, mate, search it on YouTube. She was on Bullseye.
Yeah.
And he introduced her by saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on stage now. This is something for the kids. A little something for the kids. You might know her as Grot Bags. Ladies and gentlemen, Carol Scott Lee." And she come in, and she was very blue.
Was she?
She ran on. She was wearing I want to call it a play suit, but it was more like a boiler suit. She ran on, and she went, "Here we go, Jim. There's nothing in this game for two in a bed. Oh, play your cards right. Might be that later on."
Oh. Well, she used to do like an adult act, like rude.
They all did.
Keith Harris and Orville did, and Grot Bags used to do a rude act.
Well, many moons ago, I used to be a blue coat at Pontins.
Yeah.
I was blue coat of the year in '98, and I compared a lot of those acts. I compared Keith Harris and Orville and Jim Bowen, in fact, and they were all very blue. They did this very seedy act after hours, and a little bit of you died when you saw Keith Harris and Orville doing it.
Yeah, I remember that, but fair play to Keith Harris, because he couldn't get any work. He couldn't get any work after a while, so he had to try and reinvent himself. So the people that had watched him, when they were kids and he was at the height, became students and obviously older, so he then would go and do a blue act for them, and everyone was like, "Oh, great, Keith Harris and Orville are swearing." That was... But it's tough. It's tough for those kind of guys, I suppose.
Well, Chuckles the Monkey was always the hero of that act. Cheeky Monkey, was he Chuckles or Cheeky Monkey? I don't know. I ate that duck. That
Chuckles, wasn't it?
Was it Chuckles?
No. Chuckles?
Cuddles.
Cuddles.
I did. I was in the audience for Crackerjack once.
Really?
I was in the audience for Crackerjack.
Crackerjack.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry.
And Keith Harris sat a couple of seats away from me with Cuddles the Monkey, and it was flipping brilliant, man. He's doing it with Cuddles. He's doing the act with Cuddles, right?
Right.
And he's going, "Right, Cuddles, I've had enough of you." "Oh, I don't care. I hate that duck and I hate you."
That's the same voice you do for me.
Yeah, you remind me of Cuddles the Monkey. Well, Cuddles, come on now. "Oh, I don't care. I've had enough of this. I'm off." And Cuddles got up and ran off. What? There was a little kiddie in the suit. Cuddles got up and ran off, and we're all like, "What just happened, man?" Cuddles ran away.
How could he have run off?
It was Cuddles got up and he ran away. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. Gareth, enjoy your last night of peace, my friend.
Thanks very much, mate. The other thing, just one more point on Deborah Meaden.
Yes?
She always seems to be rolling an imaginary bogey.
She does. She's flicking her nails. Yeah, you're right. It is rolling a bogey, isn't it? Maybe.
Between her fingertips, I'm not quite sure why. And my other subject, just before I go, is herbs from the supermarket.
Yeah.
You know, the ones in the pots?
Yeah.
Has anybody managed to get one of those to live?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. I planted it in the garden.
Bear in mind, Gareth, Catherine is what we used to call a swat, or what we probably would call a bum lick. Okay,
right.
So can I rephrase the?
Has anybody normal done it?
Thank you very much indeed. Has anybody normal got those herbs to grow?
I haven't.
Gareth, we will put it out there. Thank you very much indeed. Good evening, Gavin.
Hello, man.
Hello, Gavin. What you got for us tonight?
Yeah, I thought if you had a point in your life that you could reset, like with your computer.
Yes.
You know, you have a restart point if it all goes wrong. Where would you put your restart point in your life?
That is a good question.
That's all right, man. Yeah.
Where would you do yours?
Probably probably about 17.
Same.
How about you, Kath?
Same.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, I wasted a lot of time. I had a boyfriend for 5.5 years when I was 17.
No, because my PC
What,
blew up,
since
and
you
it
were
was
12?
asking me to
16 or
retrace
something,
it
I
to
know.
all the points and...
Well, here's the thing. I wouldn't go back and change a thing.
No, nor would I.
Well, no, you
I
have to.
wouldn't do
You've gone back to
anything differently.
17 now.
I'd just like to do it all over again.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can be bothered. What a faff. What a faff. There's lots of embarrassment, lots of disappointed people.
Well, you couldn't change their disappointment, could you?
No, lots of shame and I know I'm all right.
You
thanks.
couldn't quantum leap it?
I wouldn't want to quantum leap it.
Oh.
It would Swiss cheese my brain.
So you think if you rubbed a lamp and there was a genie, you wouldn't go back to a previous time?
I would ask, right, so here's the genie, right? The genie comes out and he says, you've got one wish. What is your wish going to be?
That's not the option. You've got one time that you can go back
I've
to.
changed it. What is your wish going to be, Catherine?
Loads more wishes.
No, you shouldn't.
No, you can't have that.
No, you should ask for a million...
genie behaviour.
A million lamps with genies in. That's how you beat the
But that might
system.
all be bad. That'll be bad. I've seen those things. They always trick you.
Gavin...
Well, how about if you wish for good genies?
There you go, you see. You've got to be very specific.
They're still tricky.
Gavin, thank you very much for that. 0344 499 1000. Another 30 minutes, and then Martin Kellner will be in through the night. This is Talk Radio on DAB, app, and online at talkradio.co.uk.
Experience the unconventional,
Evening, boss.
the unpredictable, and the completely unorthodox.
Exactly.
With rule-free Iain Lee. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I've got no internet for the last 4 days.
On Talk Radio.
It's not Kellner, the slacker. It's Paul Ross, the hardest working man in show business now that James Brown is dead. Because he used to be the hardest working man in show business. He was the highest working man in show business. Have you seen
He had the highest working wig in show business.
Have you seen the interview that James Brown did? James Brown got arrested for driving whilst high. I think he had a gun in the car, and I think he'd also beaten up his missus or threatened his missus or something. It was in the present time, right? And he was looking at quite a long prison sentence for drugs. So he was kind of like going on the offensive or the defensive, I don't know, with the press to prove that he was clean.
Right.
To prove that he was clean. So he did this interview.
It resulted, as a matter of fact, in Brown assaulting his wife with a lead pipe and firing a gun at a car that she was in.
Have you seen this?
These are charges that Brown denies. He was released yesterday on $15,000 bond. He joins us from Atlanta to discuss the charges, and we welcome you, James Brown. How did all of this trouble begin?
Living in America. There's nothing wrong.
Nothing wrong at all. You're not in any difficulty, but you're out on bond.
No, I'm not.
Have all the charges been dropped?
Yeah, I'm out on love.
Well, are you out on love or out of love? Which is it?
Out on love. Alone from night to night, you find me.
Now, James, this isn't the first time you and your wife have had a problem. Are the two of you going to be able to work this out?
Let's talk about some music.
You want to talk about music, and you don't want to talk about what happened?
No, it's all over.
Well, let's talk about your tour. When are you leaving?
We're leaving tomorrow.
And where are you going?
Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Now, your fans will have read all about this, James. Aren't you concerned about that?
No, Duncan. I'm concerned because there's nothing wrong.
And what are you going to say to your fans when they ask you some questions about it?
I'm going to say I feel good. Papa's got a brand new bag. It's a man's world.
Well, that's the second time we've heard that in 2 days. That's very interesting. Now, don't leave us, James. You stay right there. We have more that we have to talk about. Well, tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing on this tour.
What'd you say?
What are you going to be doing on this tour?
I'm going to be doing Papa's got a brand new bag, living in America, sex machine, get up off of that thing. I feel good. Jam.
Now, I understand that you have already... James, I have to ask you one serious question here. I understand you already have started divorce proceedings. Does that mean that you're now eligible?
Yes, I'm singing. I want to mingle.
You want to mingle?
Yeah.
Now, the women love you when you get out there. Why do you think that is?
What'd you say?
The women love you when you get out there.
Why is that, ladies?
Well, I'm asking you.
Huh? Because
Why
I
do you
look
think
good.
that is? You
I
look
smell
good.
good. I
Yes.
feel good.
And you sing good.
And make love good.
Oh. Well, there we are. We don't have to ask anybody else. We got that from the source. There you are. Now, you're involved in publishing a gospel magazine. Tell us a little bit about that.
The Second Coming.
God, no.
It's out of Augusta, Georgia. It's Anchor. Joseph P. Young is the editor, and James Brown is one of the advisors. And we're doing a fantastic job. The Second Coming. It features, on this week, I think we have the Pope and I believe the Williams brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And next week we're going to have Reverend Al Sharpton, I think, on the cover.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be doing a lot of good things, and hopefully we'll get Brother Ted Turner on the cover. Ted, where you at?
James, we want to thank you for being with us today
Wait
and
a
giving
minute,
us an
I just got
opportunity.
here.
Oh, is there something more you want to say that we haven't
I want
covered?
to say a lot of things.
Okay,
I
go
love
ahead.
You. I love America. I love everybody.
Well,
I feel good.
It sounds to me as though you're not troubled by any of this at all.
This is a man's world.
Thanks for reminding us of that. Every once in a while, we forget.
Get up
But
off
we've
of that
remembered again. James, good luck on your tour. Thanks for being with us. I guess we're going to hear lots more.
Hasta luego.
Give that woman a pay rise.
She's incredible, isn't she? It's some. I lost my safety pin.
Good.
No, not good, Catherine, because this is important to my medical equipment.
Good surgeon never loses instruments.
Some interview, huh? There we go. There it is. I found it again. Oh gosh, we've got loads of phone calls. Let's go to Edward. Good evening, Edward.
Hello.
Hello, Edward. You're on the radio.
How are you doing? You all right?
I'm very well, thank you. Could you turn the radio off and take us off speakerphone, please?
I can turn the radio off. I can't take you off speakerphone because my phone's charging at the minute, I'm afraid. Hello?
Yep.
Hi.
Hi there.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. You called us.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm worried.
Thanks for calling. Let's go to Nigel. Good evening, Nigel.
Oh, good evening, Ian.
Nigel, what did you have for your tea?
Stew and potatoes.
Oh, you lucky thing.
That's it, mince and potatoes.
Beautiful.
You don't get very much in those, those ones you buy from the supermarket.
Findus. The fried bentos.
The oven ones you put in the oven.
Yep.
Yeah. You don't get a very big portion.
Do you know the song? Speaking of big portions, Nigel, do you know the song "Africa" by Toto?
No, I don't think so. I might know it. Perhaps if I heard it, I might know it, but I've not recognised it.
Okay, do
you want me to learn it then?
I would love.
Yeah, I'll look it up on the internet. It'll be on the YouTube.
It's called Africa. It's called Africa, and it's by a group called Toto. It's a really famous
I'll find
song.
that easy enough, yeah.
You'll probably know it when you hear it, but I'd love to hear you do a version of it.
Was that Dolly Parton you were talking to?
Sorry?
Dolly Parton, was you talking to her just now?
Oh no, I was playing an interview. It was an American newscaster speaking to James Brown.
You was making out to be someone else, weren't you?
No,
it wasn't you.
No.
Oh.
It was a video from YouTube.
It was actual James Brown.
James Brown.
Oh, I thought it was you.
No.
Taking him off, but I didn't. I've just come in to the story.
Yeah.
But talking about the second coming, that was a bit rude, wasn't it?
Hey, wasn't it, eh? I can barely do a first one these days.
Really?
Sorry?
Really?
Okay. So
Are you serious?
So, Nigel, what have you got for us tonight?
I to do a song that I'm going to put onto iTunes.
Okay.
Well, maybe on there already, because a friend of mine's doing it for me.
Yeah.
And he said he knows how to do it, so I've left it up to him.
Yeah.
A guy of 35, my friend in Maidstone,
Yes.
a male friend for a change.
Yes.
Instead of a girlfriend.
Okay. So, are you going to sing us the song now, or?
Doesn't matter if you have male and female, does it?
Doesn't matter at all. It's
As long as
very,
you've got
very
plenty of
trendy
friends.
these days.
You need more, at the minute, the more friends you got, the better, really.
Oh, well, yeah, I think so.
But very quickly, I've got this lady friend of 50, lives quite near me, and she's coming over next week after work. And I've known her quite a long time.
Yeah.
Georgie, her name. Georgie.
Georgie's good name.
Yeah, she's very nice, and she works as a cook in a pub.
Yeah.
That's right. This is called Nigel's. I've got to restart it now because I was talking so long.
Oh.
Should be right in a minute.
There we go. No
You
rush.
have to wait a little while until I've got to turn the machine off and put it back on again, then it'll be all right. Take about 2 minutes.
Should we take another call while we're waiting?
Can you get back to me?
I can get, but you don't put the phone down. Stay there. Stay there. We'll come back to you. Good evening, Jonathan.
How are you doing, Ian? You all right?
Yeah, not a chance, mate. Let's go to Paul. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening.
Hello, Paul.
Is Nigel still on the air?
Nigel on. Do you want to speak to Nigel?
Yeah, I've got it going now. If you can have a listen.
You're just talking about Africa by Toto.
I've got it working now, Ian.
Yeah, hang on a minute, Nigel. Paul's joined us.
I've turned it. I put it on pause.
Good idea. Go on, Paul.
Okay, right. I need to be quite quiet, but I can pick my acoustic guitar up and come in my room with the patio door shut.
Yes.
And me and Nigel, if I play my guitar, I've tuned it in.
Yes.
We could do, if Nigel and I could make up on the spot and do it together.
Yes.
Well, not tonight. I wanted to do my song.
By Toto.
Yeah, not tonight because Nigel's wants to do his song.
I want to learn that. Have a look it up and learn it properly. Really.
He doesn't know. Why don't you sing it for us, Paul, very quickly?
Yeah.
I can't sing it for you, but why don't we make it up on the spot? Nigel knows.
I'd rather not make it. I'd rather do it properly, really.
Yeah.
Properly.
Yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah. Thank you for that, Jonathan. Absolutely zero chance of you getting on this show, mate.
Why?
Because you're rude and you're a bully. But thanks for calling, man.
No,
bye bye. So, Nigel.
Yeah, you think I'll be able to sing that Toto song then?
Oh yeah. Nigel, let's hear your song now, please, sir.
Okay. This is what's going on to Nigel's time.
Nigel time.
Someone's done a really good job.
Song, isn't it?
That's a great song. I've just looked on iTunes and I can't see it.
No, it's not on. It might not be on for a few days, but he's got to work on. He doesn't know how to put it on, my friend, at the moment. He's got to look it up.
That's brilliant. That's like
it's a great song, isn't it? Catchy.
It's like Frank Sidebottom crossed with the Beatles. It really is. It's great.
Yeah. It's been out for a few years actually, but I never bothered to put it onto iTunes.
Well,
but even so, it doesn't matter.
Did you write that? No.
No, someone helped. No, someone wrote it for me that used to work with Kylie Minogue, a record producer, came to my house.
Yeah. Do you know what?
And they recorded it on a laptop computer. Then it was finished in the studio.
Well, Nigel, listen, we have to go because I've got to go to the ads. But you let us know when it's up on iTunes, and we'll give it a big plug. Okay?
Right. Lovely. Thanks for letting me on the air.
Thank you, Nigel.
Thank you very much. See you later, Ian.
Ta-ta. 0344 499 1000. Oh God, we've got Andre next, which means we're going to get what song? Oh,
get his lappy out.
What song did we ask for? That's Entertainment by the Jam. Was that tonight or was that yesterday?
That's what I wanted to do yesterday, and I insisted on a Kylie one, didn't I?
All right. This is Talk Radio.
The late night alternative with that man, Iain Lee. There's no strangers here, just friends you haven't stalked on Facebook yet.
Have never sent my picture to anyone who didn't request it.
The late night alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Yes.
Kath and I are doing a show on Sunday night, Sunday afternoon, 6 till 8 it is, and it's in London. There are 4 tickets left. Ticketsource.co.uk/Iain-Lee. Same place to go if you want to get tickets for the Manchester show in July. And subscribe to my YouTube channel because we will be streaming the show from about 7 till about 10 to 8 on Sunday night. Okay, fingers crossed. It's a punt, it's a gamble, and the venue have told me in the last 2 days they can't do what I want to do with the audio. So we've had to get I've emailed DJ Dan to see if he'll come down a bit earlier to see if he can do it. But subscribe to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Iain Lee, IAINLEE, and you can watch the show live with me, Katherine, and Katie Puckrick. And if I can work it out, you'll be able to Skype in. If you've got video Skype, you can Skype in and be part of the show. I think as tomorrow is. I've been putting this off for a month, so tomorrow is now the day. I've got to look at all this stuff and see if I can get it to work or not. Lane keeps sending me links.
Oh,
Lane is the biggest offender in the links war.
He's trying. He's really trying.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? Constantly send me links. And do you know I say I don't click on links. Do you know why I say it? Because Lane keeps sending me links. That's why I say it. So I don't click on links, okay? Very, very rarely, and certainly none of yours, Lane.
You see, when you say very, very rarely, that means you're playing hard to get. That just makes him want to do it all the more.
And I know it's coming from a good place, Lane, and I know...
YouTube.
But I just can't be bothered. Honestly, I don't. But thank you. Good evening, Andre.
Hi, I can't speak too much, and I can't sing.
Oh.
Well, as you know... Because I haven't got a lappy in this room.
Okay.
My lappy's in my lappy room. I'm in the room where all the action happens.
The lappy room?
The lappy room.
You're in the toilet?
No, the action don't happen. Well, it could happen
but
there.
It does.
Not tonight. Ian, you know Sunday?
Yeah?
Can I come?
Yeah, if you buy a ticket, mate, of course you can.
How much are tickets?
I think they're £12.
Yeah, how do I pay for it?
You have to buy a ticket online.
Yeah, can I, is it definitely on, is it? So I won't fail to disappoint. Can I turn up?
No, actually, do you know what? No, Sunday's cancelled now.
No. Oh, Ian, don't be like that.
No, Sunday's definitely cancelled. I've just remembered. I'm doing my hair.
I was going to drive the vehicle up there.
Never mind.
No?
No, never mind.
I've seen you for donkey's years.
Yes.
I can't even remember seeing you.
No, I bet you can't even remember this morning.
Well, what happened this morning?
Exactly. Thank you, Andre. It writes itself, doesn't it? I've thrown that bit of paper away too early.
Oh.
Could you get it out of the bin for me, please?
What, the paper that you threw at me? Now I've got to go and retrieve it, like the kid going to get the teacher's slipper in the Beano. He doesn't slip with them anymore, does he, Dennis's dad?
I had to get the teacher's slipper and got walloped by it by a teacher who later turned out to be a paedophile.
Yeah.
It's a shame. He's a good teacher, but he was a violent sexual offender. So it's... okay, we talked about pigeons.
That pen, by the way, I got a glancing blow to the finger from that.
Glancing blow to the finger.
If I can't point tomorrow, I'm blaming you. You know I bruise like a peach.
Kath and I are off to see Limmy tomorrow.
Yes. Ian and Limmy have been threatening each other, so it's all going to be fun.
I'm going to murder him. Here we go. Listen to this. This is a story to end on. I'm talking about pigeons. It's been a pigeon-themed night tonight. The RSPCA are hunting a man seen biting the head off a pigeon in a video.
Oh, no.
The yob spits...
They're filthy.
The ob spits it out on the ground as the bird continues to flap its wings. He then tosses the carcass on the floor and spits out feathers.
That's horrible.
The man picks up the head and poses with it, poking his tongue at a camera. The culprit is a bald man who speaks with a northern accent.
I don't know him.
He's one of your people.
I don't know him.
What hair has your dad got?
He's got some hair.
Okay. He is first seen knocking the pigeon down from a ceiling on what appears to be a building site in the north of England or Wales.
Hang on. England or Wales? Which one?
Well,
separate countries.
No, I know, but North Wales, they've got kind of Geordie accents in some parts of it.
Okay, mate.
What a noisy scratch.
Says you. Honestly, that beard, particularly, was like Mr. Twit by the end. I still haven't found a picture of a pigeon's piece. Oh, yes, I have.
Yes, line one?
Hairy nipples.
Sorry? Okay, fine. Teen Vogue has been slammed for advising its young readers how to get the best summer vagina ever.
I guess I saw that.
Wowzers.
God.
The sister publication of the Fashion Bible published the article on intimate health explaining the unique elements of summer, water, sunshine, sand, sweat can be tricky to navigate. But it was blasted by mums who said it was
What was blasted?
The article, not the vagina.
Right.
It was blasted by mums who said it was inappropriate calling it crap.
Yeah.
Others mocked the author, saying they did not realise their privates change with the seasons, despite the advice by obstetricians and gynecologists. The US Teen Vogue article read, while you may think there's little difference in the TLC she gets every other season...
We're calling it she, are we?
Ob-gyns, so obstetricians, gynecologists, note that summer is especially important to pay attention to any symptoms, changes and funkiness you notice south of the border.
God.
Funkiness is smells.
Smell, yeah. It's not the fun kind of funkiness that we all like.
Here we go. The article suggests wet bathing suits, going camping or hiking, sunbathing naked, sand, outdoor workouts, frequent travel and summer loving are all things to be concerned about regarding intimate health. What? Sunbathing
in the
naked?
Winter, go mad.
Sunbathing naked and outdoor workouts naked? Well, one angry mum tweeted, we should be inspiring girls in education to aim high, not to get their vaginas ready for summer.
So true. It's so true.
Another message, how on earth is this content appropriate for Teen Vogue, or just appropriate at all? I'm honestly flabbergasted that this has even been published. What next? Winter genitals, keeping up expectations?
Get ready for Christmas. Get a bit of glitter on it.
A third wrote, oh good, I've been feeling really stuck in spring vagina mode. Another joked, wait, my winter vagina won't work. One wag dismissed the report saying, wait, I need a summer vagina now? I didn't know I was supposed to be switching them out with the seasons. I just can't keep... Let me just get my summer vagina out, Sally. Let me just... There we go, Aunt Sally.
That's horrible.
Got me summer vagina.
Seriously, though.
Yeah?
As if teenage girls haven't got enough to worry about.
Got it.
Now they're being told that they've got to keep... They've got to do some sort of seasonal maintenance.
Teen girls, you got to keep an eye on your summer vagina. Good evening, Andrew.
Good evening, Ian. Good evening, Kath.
Hello.
Are you summer vagina ready?
What?
Exactly.
Thanks for calling. What you got for us tonight?
I've just had something to eat.
Lucky you.
And I'm thinking you might like it.
What?
I've just had 12 Yorkshire puddings and mint sauce.
You're the dirty boy. You sent me a pornographic picture on Twitter.
Yes.
Dirty 12 Aunt Bessie's and mint sauce. Beautiful.
Ian, your birthday's coming.
Them off.
The thing, because I remember, I don't know how old you are, Andrew. Yes, I do. You're 48.
How'd you guess that?
Am I right?
Yes, exactly.
And you'll remember, in the 70s, your mum or your nan would spend most of the roast dinner trying to get the Yorkshires right, and they'd always be a disappointment. Always. Then Aunt Bessie comes along. Come in, Paul. Aunt Bessie comes along. Perfect Yorkshires in 4 minutes. How is that even possible?
She's a witch. I don't get it. She's a witch.
I won't buy her roast potatoes because that is... do you want these headphones, Paul? There you go. I won't buy the roast potatoes. That's a short lead. Be careful. Because, there we go. I won't buy her roast potatoes because that's cheaping.
He's tied to the microphone.
Oh, bless him, look.
like the dog in Tom and Jerry.
No, seriously, this is abuse in the workplace. This is harassment.
Are there not a pair down there?
You're making the right show of me. No, Catherine's nicked my pair. Look, you see. Oh, you see.
Unbelievable. Nice.
Sabotaging my show.
I was warming them up for you.
Nice nut cup.
They are nice and warm.
Cold.
Andrew, I've got to let you go because Paul Ross is in and he gets very angry if any of my callers make his show...
Evening, Paul.
Hello, Andrew. How you doing, matey?
Not bad, Joe.
He's full of Yorkshire pudding. He's happy.
He's had 12 Yorkshire puds.
Although in America they're trying to market Yorkshires as a dessert, aren't they? With jam and cream and fruit in it.
That's what they are.
I know, but psychologically I can't get my head around that.
No, you need to broaden your horizons.
There was a restaurant out when I was living Marlow way, and they would serve the whole Sunday roast inside a gigantic Yorkshire plate.
No,
I love that.
Have a go at
Swimming
that.
in gravy like a swimming pool, a Yorkshire swimming pool.
I've seen that, and I'm a supporter of the We Want Plates campaign. I want my food...
Oh no, it was on a plate, but in a giant Yorkshire, the circumference of the plate, all Yorkshire pudding.
It makes it soggy.
Yeah, well, of course it'd be soggy.
Listen, Andrew, it wasn't on the plate long enough with me. Seriously.
Paul, what sort of... Goodbye, I'll just cut him off, sorry.
Well, I'm in for Martin Kellner.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Andrew. Mainly because I need the 400 quid to get my clutch repaired on the car, but also because I've got the usual old tosh, but a story I've been chasing for weeks. I'm hoping to cross live this week of weeks to North Korea for the first time.
Shut the front door.
Because I've heard, and I want to confirm this, I've seen video evidence, that in North Korea they stand on their seesaws, they have springy seesaws for adults, competitive leaping off a seesaw is a sport, as is competitive adult swinging, not dropping a rice slip, but like that lad in Ipswich a couple of weeks ago I showed you the photograph of.
Yeah.
They get on the swings, competitive swinging, trying to leap off and somersault in the air. That's got to be an Olympic event for the future.
I've come very close a couple of times to go into North Korea. I'd love to go. Last year when I went to Morocco, I was looking at North Korea first, but you've got to book it.
That's a bit of a U-turn.
Well, because it's expensive, but you've got to book it like so far in advance.
You have to have a guide,
you've got to go around with the security and stuff like that. You're not allowed off on your own. You get shown what you're going to get shown, but.
I mean, with all respect to you, you're sometimes known for being forthright and speaking your mind, which may not be a good idea were one to go north of South Korea.
I would be very much doffing my cap, yes sir, no sir, thank you very much sir.
No nicking of the posters.
I ain't going to mess around there. None of the 11 o'clock show stuff. Anything else you want to tell us about, or you forgotten?
I forgot also, because it's Martin Kelch, I don't normally know what they do. I got in slightly late, it's all a bit lackadaisical. I wasn't asked till yesterday afternoon to do it.
Oh God.
So, it'll be fine though. Andrew, call us back and get me through it.
Yeah, well, we just turned someone away there, so whoever that was, you can call up and speak. If someone can phone up Paul Ross after 1 and let him know what he's supposed to do for the next...
Well, I tell you, we are talking about, more seriously, I was asked very kindly to open a new RSPCA shop out in Denham in Buckinghamshire yesterday. Took my big St Bernard along.
Yeah.
The woman there was telling me about this horrible practice people have now got of clipping dogs' ears to make them look more aggressive. So we've got somebody on from dogs that they call them devil dogs, which is revolting. So tail docking is now illegal, but now they're clipping ears on poor dogs. So we're talking about that on the programme to cheer everybody up.
The tail docking thing is a weird... When we had a Cocker Spaniel and her tail was docked, it's a weird old thing.
Yeah.
Now they got rid of that. Thank you, Paul. Enjoy it. Are you on tomorrow as well, or just tonight?
I thought the 12 nights on the bounce was just, even for me, it was too much.
Pushing it.
I mean, I need to keep out of trouble, but not to that extent.
Katherine, thank you very much. Thank you, Sam. We will be back on this show Monday at 10 o'clock, but don't forget you can watch us Sunday evening, sort of between 6 and 8ish, something like that, God willing. Until then from us, ta-ta!